high school football. So yeah.
Fucking bro. Ow. If we gotta ever see you. Exactly, yeah. Already had 3 years. Let's go. No.
Well, I'm just saying.
I know that. Oxford, Lake Orion game I did last night. Facebook. Yeah. Or YouTube, sorry. And guys on there like, yeah, how cool are you? If you want me to say it, like, I'm not going to shout that out. Yeah, exactly.
At this time, please welcome the Blue Devils Marching Band to the field. The band is under the direction of Anthony Case, assisted by Assistant Director Brian Rowland, Percussion Director Evan Danielson, Color Guard Instructor Alex Flory, Visual Percussion Tech Anna Anchor Kappa, and Drum Major Miles Weckerly. They are joined by the LTU team, coached by Lauren Allen Bird, assisted by Kendall Antioch, and graduate assistant Elena Morris.
Guys are not good. What? Like, I was thinking, the ears. I mean, he's putting the right
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask alumni, students, and staff to please join the LTU Blue Devils Marching Band in the playing of the alma mater, the LTU hymn.
This Lawrence Tech Athletics broadcast is brought to you by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers are proud to be the automotive sponsor of LTU Athletics. Chevy drives the Motor City. Henry Ford Sports Medicine treats the whole athlete. To make an appointment, visit henryford.com/athletes. And Michigan First Credit Union. Michigan First offers a full range of financial products and services, including checking accounts, mobile deposit, student loans, and car loans. Visit michiganfirst.com for details.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into Southfield on the beautiful campuses of Lawrence Tech. I'm Dave Siseski, alongside my partner, Grant Perry. Chloe Hugg will join us on the sideline later in this broadcast. Grant, week 3 for Lawrence Tech, another tall task, another ranked team. Number 6, Marian, comes into this house looking for their 3rd victory on the season. If Lawrence Tech is going to get this win and stay in this ball game, they have got to get the offense going.
Yeah, and we're talking with Coach Merchant this week. He said we're on a playoff run. Top 25 teams back-to-back each week in and out. Looking at that Marian game versus Concordia last week, Marian allowed 260-plus yards on the ground. And, talking with Coach Merchant, they want to run the ball. So if they can run the ball effectively today, they'll have an opportunity to really stay in that game. Mix in some explosive pass plays as well. That'll help balance things out. And Concordia also went 3 for 3 in the red zone last week. So look for Lawrence Tech to have the opportunity to score in the red zone.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, Grant, listen, it's been a tale of 2 halves for this ball club so far. Now, they got the offense going in the second quarter last time we were here. But what do they need to do to adjust in the second half?
Yeah, we asked Coach Merchant the same thing, trying to figure out what the second half deals were, and he said, conditioning was a big part. Guys aren't finishing the full game. You got to play 4 quarters. Can't just play 2 and expect the game to be over. So coming into the second half, I want to see them put points up on the board and play defense. Coming into this game, they're 0 for 51 in the second half, being outscored 0 points to 51, that is. So if they can get the ball, move it, have a good first drive on offense, and have the defense bounce off of that, they'll have some success.
We're hoping for a first victory for the Blue Devils. How about some football coming your way? Lawrence Tech, Marian, kickoff coming up next.
See how great the outdoors can be with the Trax from your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. With its bigger, bolder, more refined style and advanced technology, you can take the wild out of the wilderness and experience nature your way. Lease a 2024 Trax LT for just $239 a month. Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new, magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just 4 walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
Welcome in, everybody. Dave Siseski here with you with my partner Grant Perry, getting ready for some football here. The Lawrence Tech Blue Devils getting set to match off with their opponent today, the number 5 Marian Knights. Grant, we got some beautiful weather. Hopefully we have some good product on the field for these Blue Devils today.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing what the Blue Devils bring and show us here in week 3. Talking with Coach Merchant and just looking at their schedule, they've gone through a gauntlet in these first 3 weeks. I mean, back-to-back top 25 teams, which has presented some challenges, but also has given you opportunity to see where you stand. It's a measuring stick on what mistakes players are making in games and how you can fix it. Looking forward to see if they'll fix those mistakes this week.
Yeah, and we had a chance to talk with Coach Merchant this week, as we do every week, and he was very transparent with us. He said, listen, you're not going to win a ball game if you score 7 points. They've done that in 2 ball games in a row. There's a lot of athletes on this football team. It's an up-and-coming program, but you'd like to see them be able to light up that scoreboard this afternoon.
Yeah, and I think it starts with the explosive play battle. That's just one area that Lawrence Tech really lacks. Production is the explosive play battle. I mean, their longest rush is by Devon Bentley at 17 yards. Longest reception, I believe, is by Brendan Searsaw, and that's 21 yards. So those are explosive. But 20 yards is an explosive play, and you want to have 3 to 4 of those a game to really change the momentum. So if Lawrence Tech can start incorporating those explosive plays, they'll have some success.
They're going to get some help, too. They're going to get back number 0, Jaden Rembert, their senior 5'11", 170-pound, sneaky fast receiver out there. He's got some slippery moves there on the outside, and I think he's going to help out this team and hopefully move the chains. Yeah,
a guy with a lot of experience, played a lot his time here at Lawrence Tech, a guy that last year had the opportunity to see and was a big contributor on offense. Really good body control, the ability to catch the ball, but also maintain balance, yards after catch. He's a guy that I think Schuster's going to be looking to early and often.
Well, we're going to check in here real soon with the third member of our crew. We'll go down to the field right now with Chloe Hugg. Chloe, take it away.
Chloe Hugg, and I'm super excited on the guys today. We got the chance to coach Merchant early this thing that I took conversation mentality. Now what mentality is going to be Marian. Back. Now what about a better performance? Super excited for a great
Thanks, Chloe. Yep, and talking about that mentality, that's what Coach Merchant's trying to change here, right? The mindset here. Going to be a lot of fun, and we're getting ready for kickoff. The beautiful Lawrence Tech campus here near 80 degrees. Returning it for Lawrence Tech is one of their slippery receivers out there. And they'll take it over around the 29-yard line. But talk about that offense, Grant, and obviously leading the way is Ryan Schuster. He's got a lot of familiarity with his head coach so far in the season. Not where his numbers want to be, obviously at 48% passing, just 1 touchdown. But he has shown the ability to also get out of the pocket when pressure's in his face and show a little bit of a dual threat.
Yeah, he's got the ability to get outside the pocket, keep the play alive, eyes downfield. I just want to find him getting in the rhythm, and it's going to start with his receivers being in the right place and everyone else doing their jobs.
There's one of those guys. He's going to count on Devon Bentley. Bentley gets free. He might go all the way to the house, past the 30, the 20, the 10. Oh, and just falls right around inside the 5-yard line. Grant, in terms of what you'd want in the first play of this ball game, almost there, almost with a house call. What a start.
Great start. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. And just like we were talking about here pre-game was the explosive play battle. Can they switch the field in 1 or 2 plays per drive? Right there, Devon Bentley gets the inside run. Great blocking by that right guard, right tackle. Curtis Maxwell and Anthony Merlot set them up for a first down and goal here about the 5-yard line.
How about that right at the 6-yard line? Bentley stays in there. Schuster looking for a receiver. Going to his man, and he hits him. How about it? Jaden Rembert, we talked about him in the pregame. Rembert gets his first catch. It's a touchdown. Lawrence Tech up 6-0. What a start.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start right there. You get a great explosive run from your main ball carrier, Devon Bentley. He sets you up on the 6-yard line, and you say, you know what? Jaden Rembert's back. Let's go ahead and give him an opportunity. Give him a one-on-one slant route. He wins inside. Great release, good body catch away from the defender. Great throw. Way to convert there. And they're hitting on both aspects right now. The pass game's alive. The run game's alive. It's looking really good. Good start.
Yeah, perfect start here for Lawrence Tech. on an offense that has struggled at times to get things going. Not on that first drive. Extra point up, and it's good. 7-0 ball game. And, you know, we spoke with Coach Merchant, and he said he's going to simplify that playbook just a little bit, change some things around. Thought they looked a little bit slow in those first couple games. Didn't look slow there.
No, that's a great start, and credit to Coach Merchant realizing, hey, my guys aren't playing fast, guys aren't getting aligned properly. We're a no-huddle team, and we have to be able to do those things. And right there, they simplify it. They go inside run on the first play, and they go one receiver split. They just go slant route. Keep it simple, and sometimes that's the best option there. Let the players play fast, and that's a way to do it.
I tell you what, it's on a good defense as well. Coming in here, Marian just giving up 20 points a game. They do have a lethal offense, though. We'll see them in a second, averaging over 32 points a game, 354 yards in the air, 267 on the ground. So they can do it on both sides here, but big opportunity here for Lawrence Tech. And in the first half, that Lawrence Tech defense has had some takeaways, and they look pretty promising.
Yep, they've had takeaways. Last week they had 4. Week 2 versus St. Francis, they ended up not having any turnovers. So I want to see them take a step this week, get 1 or 2 turnovers, steal a couple possessions, and just feed into this momentum right now that this sideline has here if you're the Blue Devils.
Love that sideline. Moving up and down and feeling it. Up 7-0. Here's the kickoff to the Knights. Cross the 30-yard line as a return man. And nice hit there. And taken down by the special teams. Looks like around the 35 around there. So we'll get our first chance to see this defense for Lawrence Tech. And one of the guys that stood out so far, Brody Snyder, linebacker for them, 27 tackles already in 2 games.
Yeah, and talking with Coach, just said Brody Snyder embodies what we want, the type of player and kid and person we want at Lawrence Tech. Smart, always in the right place, and is always giving 100% effort, hence why leading the team in tackles with 27.
Marian's first time on offense here. Throw from under center. He'll hit his receiver. That's number 0, Tyree Spence. Tristan Polk, the quarterback for Marian in this one. And Polk so far on this season has 1 touchdown pass for the Knights. Polk 37-65 at 56%, so they like to get that up just a tick. Ball in the 43, 2nd down and 1. Handoff. Great job again there by Lawrence Tech, but they do pick up the first down, but you get a couple guys on the ball there. You'll take those short gains, and we talked about trying to it's a game of 2 scripts so far for Lawrence Tech, but they can keep that momentum going on offense and put it over on this defense here. You can see a great performance this afternoon.
Absolutely, and one thing too is you're playing well here in the first drive. Offense scored, defense you're picking up where they left off. But just don't get too high on your highs right now. Stay even keel and try to play and keep an even balance throughout this whole game, because the second half is where we want to see the most improvement from this team.
And that'll certainly help, right? We get a flag there on the offense on a false start. They'll move this ball back just a little bit. Perfect weather for this one, too. Absolutely beautiful here in Michigan. It's kind of got that apple orchard feel, right? We got some big games on the docket, too. We'll try to get you guys some scores as we go on as well. So it'll be 1st down and 15 from the 39. Polk from the shotgun. Behind him is Keegan LaBelle. Polk drops back, looking for a man. Downfield going deep, and he's going to hit his man, but unable to come up with it is Tyree Spence. He almost had a one-handed grab there.
Yeah, that was almost a Sports Center top 10 catch right there, and Mackenzie Alibra there in coverage, the 6'2", cornerback number 7 there, staying through the catch, staying in the phase. Good job of fighting through the whistle there, not letting him bring that down one-handed.
Yeah, it really was a perfectly placed ball there, and unable to come up with it. Good job there by the defense, though, battling on a 50-50 ball. So that'll set up 2nd down and 15 from the 39. 7-0 Lawrence Tech early on in this first quarter. Polk in the shotgun again. Goes to his receiver, goes right back to his man, Tyree Spence. But how about that coverage one more time?
Yeah, really good coverage there. They went into a cover 4 shell, meaning 4 deep defenders. And Tristan Polk actually had a receiver in Montezzi Clay there open in the flats. Just wanted to throw it deep, try to see if he could pick up more yards there. Ends up missing the throw. If he watches that film there, he'll see he has that shallow route running right underneath the coverage. Bet he would want that one back come Monday watching that film.
Covered like a blanket from Mackenzie Alibra. That'll set up 3rd down and 15. Polk, where you'll often see him this afternoon in the shotgun. Polk looking again downfield. And again, unable to come up with his receiver there. Good job on coverage there again by Mackenzie Alibra. And great job by this defense early on.
Defense is playing well, feeding off the energy. And the biggest thing is playing complementary football. If this team, if the Blue Devils can do that here early on, great first 2 drives, offense and defensively, they can carry that momentum. They're trending in the right direction so far.
Well, they got a playmaker back deep, Tyler Garrett, 9 catches for 86 yards on this season. He's shown some flashes as well for the Blue Devils.
Tyler Garrett to receive.
Low snap, punter able to get a good punt there. A low punt to Garrett. Garrett trying to spin out of a tackle. He's thrown down, and taken over is the Lawrence Tech offense. And we didn't even get a chance to talk about this Lawrence Tech offense because they took over and 2 plays scored. 1 long run by Bentley, and obviously Schuster getting his 2nd touchdown pass to Jaden Rembert. Loving that he's getting those playmakers back with him and making some big plays there. They really just shot down like lightning down the field.
Yeah, and just to touch on Jaden Rembert, you're coming off an injury from the spring. You played a little bit last week, but now you've really made your full debut. And great job by that coaching staff of incorporating him early in the game plan, giving him confidence to allow him to play fast and play physical the rest of this game.
From the 22, Schuster dropping back, hits the receiver with lots of room, picking up that 1st down and more. How about that? Looking confident in the pocket, Schuster, delivering an absolute dime in the breadbasket.
Yeah, really good job. Clean pocket, was able to get through his drop, get through his progression, went left, then came back right, had a shallow with Buddy Banks there coming into his picture. Good, easy, clean throw. And that's sometimes what we haven't seen Lawrence Tech be able to do is go through their progressions, find the next read, and put it on them in stride. Right there, they do that, pick up a 1st down.
The freshman Buddy Banks picking up that 1st down, taking it up to the 39. Receiver in motion. They'll go to Bentley. Bentley, nice room again, goes straight up the gut of the defense and picks up another 1st down. We talked to Coach Merchant this past week, and he said, listen, the numbers didn't show how good he played of a football game. Was expecting some big things this afternoon.
Yeah, and a lot of that goes just, if you don't have a pass game, it allows defenses to crowd that box. They're going to put 8, 9 guys in that box and say, go ahead and beat us on the perimeter. We're going to load the box and stop the run. And that's what St. Francis did last week, which hence why Devon Bentley's numbers weren't as good as they were week 1. But assignment-wise, Devon Bentley was on point last week.
On 1st down and 10, Schuster confidently steps up, hits his receiver, and another 1st down. Man, he's really feeling it in this offense right now, moving the chains again.
Yeah, looking fluid, and it looks like they've had a great week of practice. And right there, they just run a great high-low concept. Devon Bentley's going to release out of that backfield, grab and attach that linebacker. Brennan Searsaw's running a dig behind it, and if that linebacker sits and holds on that running back, Schuster's going to go ahead and throw that thing over the middle there to Searsaw. Great route, great catch.
Now on the 30, this offense marching once again, rolling out here. Schuster hits another man here. Just looks like he's more confident this afternoon.
And they're playing ball, and they're in confidence. Great play call there. 1st down and 10. You just threw a pass. Most defenses are going to expect some type of run right there. They go play action. They get them on the perimeter. Great blocking, great window. Tyler Garrett runs a great whip route. It's a 3-yard step in, then you whip back out towards the sideline. Catches the ball in stride, picking up 5 yards on 1st down and staying ahead of the chains. That's exactly what Lawrence Tech is doing and needs to do here out through this game.
Well, that sets up a 2nd down and short. 2nd and 5 on the 25. Schuster will hand off to Bentley. Bentley gets by the first initial tackle. Got some room. Looking for that 1st down marker. Gets a few yards. Might be a little short. Are they going to move those chains? And they are going to move him. How about that? Lots of room for him. And got to give some love to that offensive line as well. Just been blocking their minds out so far in this one. Bentley showing some speed.
Really good run there by Bentley. And coming in this game, they lost their left tackle, Lawrence Tech. That is Griffin Peacock. He went down last week, and number 77 has stepped in. Dylan Tainer. Really good job there, sealing that edge by Dylan, and then Devon Bentley cutting off of that.
Keon Sanders in the backfield now, but good job by Schuster, rolling out, hitting his receiver one more time, picking up some positive yardage. You didn't see this a couple weeks ago. This looks like, and we talked to Coach Merchant, he said at that time they had a couple good days of practice. You know, they just kind of reset things, and this team looks like there's no pressure on them. They're just out here playing ball.
And they're running some good schemes here. I mean, the play action with the run right now, Marian can't pick up on what they're doing. They're finding access and open availability in the flats. Really good job here by the slot receivers and the quarterback and the O-line, giving protection, giving time.
Receiver in motion again. They'll hand it off to him. 2nd down and 5. Not a lot of room there. And going out of bounds. That's Buddy Banks again. We've seen him involved quite a bit today. That'll set up a 3rd down and 6 for the Blue Devils.
Talking with Coach Merchant, he said Buddy Banks-Williams has really come on. He's what they call a true football player, gritty guy that just will do everything right, is a hustler. And you see why he's starting to get more and more love here as the weeks go on. Last week, 4 receptions. This week, he's already touched the ball, I think, 3 times. So he's providing good value to this offense.
In the shotgun, Bentley in the backfield once again. 3rd down and 6 from the 50. It's Buddy Banks. Banks comes up with the catch, juggled it at first, and then came up with it. That ball's loose on the turf. And unfortunately for Lawrence Tech, Marian's going to jump on that one. Buddy Banks would have had that 1st down and more, unable to hold onto the ball, and just like that, a turnover.
Yeah, and right now that's been the story. So far today we've been blessed to see some great offense, some great defense, and that's kind of what has been the story here for Lawrence Tech, is you get down in the red zone and then you just can't quite finish right there. And Buddy Banks, I mean, you're a freshman, young receiver, you're touching the ball a lot, you're building confidence. Just got to remember the fundamentals there. When you're cutting across inside, that's where everyone else is going to be. It's the guy that you don't see is going to cause that fumble, and that's a tough place to fumble, right on your goal line, giving Marian the ball.
Well, Grant, for a young receiver, that can be a teaching moment, right? He's already had a tremendous first quarter here. Obviously, big mistake there, but hopefully we'll see some more here as this quarter gets on and in this game. That'll set it up for 1st and 10 from the 20. Handoff there goes nowhere. Good job by Lawrence Tech all over that play. And a minimal gain. Take it up to the 23, 2nd down and 7.
Good hustle from the backside there. I believe Ronald Lackey, number 29, was in on that play there. Did a good job of pursuing the football, not letting him cut back, tackle that thing for a short gain.
Well, right now we're at 7:56 left in this first quarter. 7-0 Lawrence Tech. Marian taking over on the fumble by Buddy Banks. Another handoff there to the tailback in the backfield, and he'll pick up some positive yardage near the 1st down marker. That's Keegan LaBelle, who we're going to see in here. 5'7", 185-pound junior. He's sneaky fast back there, big size, and he can move the ball for this offense, who averages over 30 points a ball game. So we know that they can put some points up. So far, Lawrence Tech playing some sound defense and looking pretty good.
3rd down and short here, going to big personnel. Got some big backs in. Expect them to try to pound this thing in between the tackles here if you're Lawrence Tech.
3rd down and 2. Polk under center, hands off to one of those big backs, and he'll pick that 1st down up. A bruising run by Nick Miller. Looks like, I believe it was Miller there. Miller, the tight end for them. But why not use your big bodies, and he picked it up.
Find a way to get your tight end the football without having to throw the ball right there. Just go H-back type set, get him in the backfield, let him run downhill. I mean, that's a big boy, 6'4", 250. I wouldn't want to tackle him, that's for sure.
Yeah, me either.
Brody Schneider sticks his nose in there, brings him down, but not before he picks up that 1st down.
Moves it up to the 32. 1st down and 10 for Marian. So Marian trying to strike back after a quick touchdown from Lawrence Tech. That'll be a short gain there. Almost saw Lawrence Tech go up by 2 scores, but did get a fumble there near the goal line from Buddy Banks. And they're taking over right now are the Knights. So that's another thing there is those turnovers. You got to win that turnover battle. This is a good team. Obviously, the Knights number 5 right now in the NIA standings right now, the top 25, and big test for Lawrence Tech. So this is a 2nd down and 9. Polk drops back, some pressure in his face, throws one up there to his running back. Great job by Lawrence Tech. A couple guys over there on the tackle. Sylvester Jones, another one of those seniors, making a big play.
Great job there by the linebackers. The D-line sees that they're getting a free rush, and the old saying goes, if it's too good to be true, it's too good. It's going to be some type of screen right there if you're getting that kind of rush up the field. But the linebackers are there to help the D-line. Brody Schneider and Sylvester Jones rally to the football for a good tackle to make this a 3rd down and 10.
3rd down and 10 from the 32. Polk and company unable to move his ball so far in his first quarter. 5:25 left. Polk drops back, got some pressure in his face. He'll just have to throw this to his receiver. Unable to come back to it is his receiver number 0, Tyree Spence, who's got a couple drops so far, but good job by the defense. They're getting that pressure on that quarterback there.
Yeah, and they're forcing Marian's hand here. They're saying, hey, if you want to throw the football, we're going to make you throw it on 3rd and long. Doing a good job on 1st down and 2nd down and keeping them behind the chains, keeping them behind schedule, forcing their hand, saying, hey, you can throw it. We know you like to. That's where your primary offense comes from. But you're going to do it on 3rd down, and we're going to be covering our hardest. Really good job there. Catchable ball by Tyree Spence, but one that slips through his hands.
Well, we got Tyler Garrett back deep, one of their skilled guys, lots of speed. Big punt. Garrett will get the fair catch, and Lawrence Tech will take over. Well, are you passionate about sports? Do you excel at problem solving and thrive in team environments? If so, a major in sports management could be your ideal career path. Check all programs at ltu.edu.
And don't be surprised here, too, Dave, if they do end up here early in this drive getting Buddy Banks the ball again, just to try to build that confidence, saying, hey, you know what, buddy, you were 1 yard away from that end zone. We knew you were going to cross the goal line. You fumbled. Hey, mistakes happen, but we're going to get you that ball back, build some confidence. That's one of the key things there as a freshman, a young guy playing in this at high level. Got to be able to get over those mistakes here.
Yeah, I like what I've seen from him so far. Schuster dropping back, some pressure, but showing that what he's done all season, moving up in the pocket, unable to connect with his receiver, but doesn't get sacked there. Looking for Tyler Garrett over the middle, unable to connect. He's got a good feel in that pocket. You need that from your quarterback. Obviously had some pressure coming from the sides, moved up, made that throw, but just unable to connect with his receiver.
I love his pocket presence. You know, a good quarterback step up and then out. You know, if you step out, then you're kind of forced, and the D has a good angle to take to you, but he steps up, doesn't see anything there, and just dirts it at the receiver's feet. Good decision.
Bentley in the backfield, but this is a design run there for the quarterback, Schuster, just picking up about 1 yard there. 2 yards. That'll set up 3rd down and 8 for Lawrence Tech at the 26-yard line. 4:45 left in this opening quarter. Three wide on the bottom of your screen here. It's like Keon Sanders in the backfield. Schuster in the shotgun. Sanders back there with a nice block. Schuster looking for his receiver and hits him. And in stride there, and you called it, Buddy Banks making another play. I love that they go right back to him.
And he's shown he is a consistent receiver. He knows how to get open right there. Does a good job of running that out route. Probably was a corner route, but when you have that man coverage, you got to run that thing flat, try to give a good angle for the quarterback. He does just that. And one thing, too, is to look for is these freshman players that are playing, you know, especially at the receiver's position, on those 3rd downs, do they get enough yards to get to the chains? He does. He knows where the yard marker's at, picks up that 1st down. Really good job by Buddy Banks and Ryan Schuster there.
1st and 10 from the 36. Schuster throwing again. Goes over the middle. Big hit. And unable to come up with it is Nick Robinette. Laying the lumber on him there, but that'll set up 2nd down and 10.
That's one of those catches that, you know, you drop, you take a big hit, and you're like, darn, I wish I would have, you know, came down with it. I took the hit anyway. That's a tough catch, though. You know, right in the middle, in between two linebackers, getting sandwiched. Schuster puts a good ball on him right in his chest. Robinette goes to turn. That's one where you try to catch it and just fall backwards, avoid any contact. Nonetheless, that's a tough catch, but good ball there by Schuster.
Tough to make a living over the middle, Grant, right?
Yeah, you got to be willing to take some risks. That's for sure.
So we got 2nd down and 10 from the 36. Bentley back in the backfield, delay handoff there. Bentley still able to make something happen. Moves past the 40, big hit outside, out of bounds there, but like a little bit of a delay. Bentley wasn't ready for that ball, but got some positive yardage. That was actually Keon Sanders there. I believe his first carry so far in this ball game.
Like the call there. I like the call. You know, they go too high safety shell where it looks like the defensive backs are playing man coverage. It looked like kind of a two-man look with man coverage underneath, two high safeties, which allows that box to be light defensively. So you run the draw there, you pick up some good yards, and you make this 3rd down and 6, which is very manageable.
Get a whistle here. Stop this play. So not too sure what happened here. Oh, we got some blood on the arm of Schuster, so going to have him come out and wipe that arm up just a bit. You know, we talked about it, and we asked Coach about it as well, getting Jaden Rembert back. Obviously, he didn't have him last year, but he was one of those skilled players for them, led them in receiving. He's already made an impact. He's at the top of your screen up there. Would love to see him get the ball again here on this 3rd down and 5.
We'll see what they do. Ricardo Marble stepping in at quarterback for Schuster stepping out here.
Marble dropping back, and he's got some speed. He's going to run, but we might have a hold behind this play. This one's coming back. It's usually what it is when you see laundry on the field at that point, and that is exactly what it is. They're going to call that holding and bring this one back. Marble got some playing time last year. As you've seen right there, he's got a little dual threat going. He's shifty. He can move a bit, but they'll have to bring that back here for him. That'll set up 3rd down and 15. We'll replay this down, and Schuster able to come back out here.
Lawrence Tech, the coaches are putting up that 4 signal, which usually means in the signaling world 10 personnel, 4 receivers, 1 running back, no tight ends, which is a clear indication that either one, they're going to do some type of handoff with the running back in between the middle with a light box, or 2, 3rd down and long, probably going to try some type of throw downfield to one of these shifty receivers.
3 wide at the top of your screen. Devon Bentley in the backfield in the shotgun. Ryan Schuster, he's been pretty strong in this opening quarter, just 2:35 left. 3rd down and 15, Schuster with some pressure. Hits his back, Bentley. Bentley's got some room, but he's taken out of bounds and short of that 1st down. And really he had to go to Bentley there as pressure was barreling in on him in the pocket.
I like the decision. I mean, you get a 3 high safety look where there's corners are playing cloud coverage, meaning they're going to be playing low. They're going to be playing in your face at the receiver position. You got 3 high safeties covering every inch of the field deep. What do you do as a quarterback? You go through your progression, see that the defense is playing back, go and check it down. And good things happen on checkdowns. There, the defense rallies to the football in time. But, you know, you'll see a lot of the times, though, those checkdowns will get you 1st downs a lot of the time.
Well, here's a punt back to Marian. This will pop up and be down by the Blue Devils. But no, to what you said there, just living to fight another down. Well, with over 35 programs across 3 departments to inspire you, LTU's College of Arts and Science has a degree or certificate option in line with your passion and focus. Check all programs at ltu.edu. Well, we'll get another opportunity to see this defense look pretty strong so far in this opening quarter as we wind down just 1:50 left. LTU with a 7-point lead. Polk and company unable to get anything going so far. Polk will hand it off to Keegan LaBelle, who's hit and knocked down by a couple Blue Devils there, led by number 59 for Lawrence Tech. And taken down, that's Brody Snyder. And Brody Snyder seems to be always around the ball making plays. I mean, if you have 27 tackles, obviously 14 in the opening game, 12 the next game, this guy is just a gamer.
Yeah, and that was set up there by 55, Brandon Holland Gordon there, blowing through that offensive line, getting in the backfield, allowing that back, making that back to bubble there and allowing Brody Schneider to trigger and make that tackle.
Empty set. Polk with a lot of time, looking to go downfield. Nobody open, does force it down there, has a receiver and connects with him. That's Jake Reichert who comes down with that ball. That's just a tremendous job rolling out of the pocket, throwing across his body and hitting that receiver in stride.
Yeah, and as a defensive back, when that quarterback is scrambling outside the pocket, you'll be okay as a defensive coordinator with, a few yards on the ground there by the quarterback running. But what you don't want to do as a defensive back is lose your man in space. It becomes a scramble drill, and you got to stick to your guy like Belko right there. Jake Ricard there finds the alley down the seam, catches that ball and moves the chains.
Polk and company moving this ball. Fakes it to LaBelle, goes over the middle, again hits the receiver. Big hit, but he's able to hold on to it and paid for it, but did come down with it. That's Mackenzie Alibra with a big hit, laying the lumber, but once again, this offense showing that they could pass this ball. We said it before. Polk strong with the arm, and they've got a good running game as well. They're now down to the 24.
Yeah, moving the ball well there, and great hit there by Mackenzie Alibra. If the guy's going to catch it, go and lay some wood on him. Actually hits him so hard he checks himself out there, so you way to make him pay for that one.
Polk hands to LaBelle. LaBelle looking for somewhere to go. Couple guys there on the gang tackle, but we do got some laundry on the field. And this is going to be on Marian, so there's a break for Lawrence Tech there, moving this ball back some more. That'll be the end of the opening quarter. So a pretty solid opening quarter here for the Blue Devils. I think obviously you'd love to be up by 2 scores. They were that close, but they came back and responded on defense.
Yeah, so far if you go off of this quarter one right now, Lawrence Tech wins quarter one. That's what you want to do. Really good job, really good effort.
Well, we'll be right back after this break. Come back with us. We'll be here for the second quarter action. Lawrence Tech up 7-0.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just 4 walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
What's up, guys? I'm down here with Lauren Bird, the cheer and dance coach. You guys have a growing program, just like all the other LTU teams here. Sorry, I can actually hear myself.
I can hear it too.
It's super loud, but how excited are you about this upcoming season with all these girls you have down here on the sidelines?
I am super excited. We started the cheer program with 2 girls in 2021, and we are now up to 11 girls, which is really amazing. And we also have 7 girls on our dance team program that is continuously growing. We have 12 recruits here today. We already have 2 signed for the upcoming year, so I just keep anticipating this program to grow and thrive and just become part of the LTU culture.
That's awesome. You're obviously an amazing coach. You've been here for a while, and I did notice the recruits down here. So what is some key points that you tell them? Why would someone want to come to LTU?
Yes, so we do Why LTU Wednesdays, and you can check it out on our Instagram at LTU Cheer and Dance. It's just why come to LTU. We have great programs. We have a great graduation rate with 95% of our kids either going, 95% of our kids either registered for grad classes or have an actual job. I have yet to have a girl from my program that hasn't graduated and that has got gotten a job straight out of high school. All of my alumni, or college, all of my alumni are thriving in the world right now. And it's really great to see. We have spectacular programs. Our faculty is great. And why not come to school, do something that you love while earning your degree to make money to support you throughout your life of what you want to do.
That's awesome. So how do you guide your girls, grow up and come out of college and start work? Like, what role do you play in preparing those girls for work outside of college?
So we do a lot of volunteering events, as well as I treat my program as a job. Like, essentially all of our girls get scholarships. So essentially I say, like, this is your job too. So you're expected to be at work on time.
Thank you so much. I'll pass it up top.
Thanks, Chloe. Yeah, a lot of excitement around this program. Rightfully so, Grant. There's some excitement up here in the broadcast booth because this is a better football team. It's an up-and-coming football team. Great coaching staff as we've gotten to know Coach Merchant. And right now they're doing work on defense, 3rd down and 6.
Yep, trying to get a stop here. A couple plays there. We missed a penalty there. Jumps off sides there on 1st down. Lawrence Tech did. Moved the ball up there. Avoided. Got a good deflection in the end zone on that play. Avoided a touchdown. Now so we're sitting down here with a 3rd down and 6.
Tristan Polk in this offense down at 3rd and 6 from the 20, 13-40. The start of this second quarter. There's pressure in his face. Able to hit his man. Man, just did a heck of a job setting in there, knowing he's going to take a hit there, and hits his receiver in stride.
Yeah, really good job there. Lawrence Tech goes with the saw blitz. Sam Backer and Will Backer off the edge. And Marian didn't have enough guys to block it. Quarterback understands that, sits in the presence of a danger, knows the hit's going to happen, delivers a good ball there, gets it out quickly, understands the assignment, picks up the 1st down.
And that was Sylvester Jones in his face. Already had a sack last week, but we got a 1st down and 10 from the 11. Handoff for Marian. There's not a lot of room. But how about last week for Sylvester Jones? He's already got 13 tackles on the season, 7 last week, 1 sack. That's what they want to see from this defense. Haven't been able to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, and that's one stat that really stuck out was the 1 sack. He's the sack leader with 1 sack here through 2 games. As a defense, you want to apply pressure. You want to have those defensive ends, those defensive tackles collapsing that pocket, not giving them anywhere to run. And they've had quarterbacks the past 2 weeks that have had the ability to move, so it's been hard. Look for this week to be the week they get 2+ sacks.
Polk fake handoff, got some room rolling out. He might get there, and he dives into the end zone and scores. Making something out of nothing is Tristan Polk, who gets the rushing touchdown, and it's now a 7-6 ball game. So just like that, they can score in a hurry.
Yep, a couple plays got them down there, some good passing plays. They started clicking on offense. Their bread and butter is going to be through the air. Right there, they found it. They found some rhythm, Marian, that is. And then Tristan Polk, talking with Coach Merchant, said he isn't much of a runner, but in the red zone, he has the ability to run and score. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns and add another one right there.
So on for the extra point is Marian here, looking to tie this one up. Good hold, kick is up, and it is good. And we do have a tied ball game. But if you're the coaching staff here, Grant, you say, hey, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't go off the game plan. We've been able to move the ball. Obviously had a couple penalties that killed that drive there, but outside of the fumble there near the end zone, we could be looking at a 14-7 ball game easily.
Just 1 yard away, Buddy Banks with that fumble on the goal line. Made a really good run after a catch. Just didn't secure the ball all the way through the play. And then off that turnover, Marian goes down and puts 7 in the end zone there. So this is where Lawrence Tech has to learn how to recalibrate, get back to what they know and not get down on the lows. You just gave up a touchdown. Your offense gave up the ball. But it's not the end of the world. There's still 3 more quarters left. Sitting here with 12 minutes left in the second quarter. Let's put a good drive on offense together. Give the defense some rest. Find out what works. Get the ball into Buddy Williams, into Jaden Rembert's hands, and incorporate Devon Bentley in the run game.
Well, you got Tyler Garrett and Buddy Banks Williams back there. Lots of speed. Keon Sanders as well. Looking to return this kickoff. So got some playmakers back there with some speed. Seen a lot of good things so far today from Buddy Banks Williams despite that fumble. Marian kicking it off. It's going to go to Banks Williams. Catches it near the 15 with some speed. Nice blockers there. Gets past the 30, and that's exactly where this offense will pick it up. So decent field position, and I love what I've seen so far from Ryan Schuster. Even when there hasn't been anything there, he doesn't try to force it today. He's done a good job of picking up his man and getting out of pressure as well. So doing a lot of good positive things.
Yeah, and one thing you see when you watch Schuster is he doesn't make a lot of bad plays. You don't see him taking sacks. You don't see him making ill-advised throws. When this run game gets going, when this pass game gets going, it allows him to flow, allows him to create and get creative outside the pocket. He does a good job. He's an improviser. Let's see what he does on this drive.
First down and 10 from the 32. Schuster throwing, and why not? Been lethal so far this afternoon. And getting his senior receiver, Jaden Rembert, picking up his second catch on the day. And a little setup, a second down and short one. Schuster keeps it. Looking again to another receiver, and hitting him is Tyler Garrett. So really a lot of momentum on this side, doing a good job. You think normally, hey, it's pretty predictable. Second down and 1, we're going to run that ball. Just showing some confidence.
Yeah, really good job there. Just getting a roll pass to the right there, understanding that if Tyler Garrett has inside leverage from that defender, if he runs a quick out, that cornerback is going to release with the go route. Really good job of putting that ball on him in stride, picking up that first down.
Schuster with a man over the middle, hits him. Big first down. Tyler Garrett, hit your playmakers, and he does. Great pass there by the connection of Schuster and Garrett.
And Lawrence Tech's playing the old, anything you can do, I can do better. You can throw the ball down the field, but so can we. And this pass game has come alive. The vertical threat and the explosive play is what I wanted to see change today. And so far, they're clicking and checking all those boxes.
That'll set up first down and 10 at the 21-yard line. Devon Bentley in the backfield. Schuster going to pass again, tries to hit his tight end Logan Tackett. Good job there from Marian knocking that ball out, but love the idea there. Keep going over the middle there where they've had a lot of success early on in this ball game in this first half.
And Logan Tackett, he's come on, and he's been a real good surprise for this team. Came into the season about 200 pounds, off-season about 200 pounds, came into the season about 220, put on some good weight, and has become a threat here in the passing game for this offense.
Schuster handing off to his tailback there. Bentley with some room, showing some speed on the outside, but a heck of a tackle there from Marian. Wow. Number 22 on the tackle for Marian, just doing a good job showing some closing speed, because if he gets by there, Bentley might score.
Yeah, and that was a great block there by Bronson Sua. He comes around on the pole, seals the edge, and as a running back, you got to be patient on those power, those gap scheme runs, right? You want to read the block. That time, it's a log block, meaning that Devon Bentley's going to run outside that block. Does a good job picking up a couple yards, but Cade Hausman, number 22, makes that tackle.
Schuster with some pressure, low and over the middle, and that is going to be picked off. So as we just got done saying, not forcing the ball, that's not what you want to see from this coaching staff. This ball was been able to be moved down the field from this offense, but an ill-advised throw from Schuster.
And right there, they've been getting to the play-action pass, getting Schuster on the move, and if you're Marian, you understand, hey, they've been beating us down the middle, they've been beating us with these drag routes, and they've been beating us with the play-action on the edge. The defense does a great job right there. Number 5, the Will linebacker, Deion Pettiford, comes up with that interception, playing across the formation, and that's a ill-advised throw that we don't typically see from Schuster. In that situation, it's 1 to 2 cardinal sins in the red zone as a quarterback. 1 being, don't take a sack, don't hurt your field goal yardage, and then number 2, you can't turn the ball over in the red zone. Unfortunately, right there, he does it. That's just something you want to see him clean up and come back strong after.
Blue Devils defense trying to pick up that offense. Marian with some good hard running from their tailback there. And so far, obviously we talked about the rushing of this Marian Knights football team. Really good job staying home for this defense. For the Blue Devils, this is a tough spot here. However, listen, a good spot for the defense, right? Good chance to say, hey, we got you, offense. We know you're doing some good things. We got you here. Second down play, going right back to the tailback. He's taken down. Great job by that defense. One of their big bodies down there.
So it's 55 there. Brandon Holland Gordon fighting through the D-line, crossing face, seeing that the run's declaring left, coming down that line of scrimmage. And it's all about the hustle. If that run pops out front side, you better hope someone's backside cut, taking the cut back away. Right there, Brendan Holland Gordon does that, picks up a good tackle right there, making this a third down.
So big third down and 4 from the 17, 3 wide at the top of your screen. Receiver in motion now comes to the bottom here. LaBelle in the backfield, Tristan Polk from the shotgun. Polk looking for somewhere to go. Got a wide open receiver, got the first down and more. Picking that up is Jake Reichert. And they'll move the chains.
And you send the guy in motion pre-snap. If you're Marian, you send him in motion to one, get intelligence, see what the defense is in. If that defender, which number 5 was following Thomas Lewis, you get man coverage indication right there. The quarterback, Tristan Polk, just says, hey, you know what? I got a guy in number 7, Jake Ricard. They're my number 1 receiver. I'm going to let him win on a curl route. He beats John Webster there for the first down.
Polk with an empty set, 3 wide at the top. 1st and 10 from the 37. Started at around the 11-yard line. 8:22 left in the half. 7-7 ball game. Polk drops back. Got a lot of time back there, going deep for a man. He's got him. Can't connect with him. I tell you what, that had 6 written all over it, but unable to hit his receiver. Had a ton of time in the pocket.
Yeah, that's one Tristan Polk's going to want back. Gets a guy, gets a step there. Number 15 does a good job of getting through the line of scrimmage, through that secondary. Tristan Polk just airs one over his head there. Lawrence Tech Blue Devils there wiping the sweat off their head, happy. That one wasn't completed. And the middle of the field was open. Why not take it there? Marian trying to find the voids in the defense. Find one there, just couldn't come up with the catch.
So big break there for the Blue Devils. Sets up 2nd down and 10. Polk once again hands off to LaBelle. LaBelle getting some tough yardage there. Good job by Lawrence Tech once again. Keeping this to a short game. That'll set up 3rd down and 7 now from the 40.
And you can see somewhat of the attack here by Marian in the run game. To the weak side, they're playing Sylvester Jones outside the defensive end, which creates a little bit of a bubble. They're trying to exploit that bubble, meaning a space in between the D linemen. They're trying to exploit that space, running to the weak side there. But good rally to the football there by that Lawrence Tech Blue Devils defense.
3rd down and 7. Polk, 3 receivers at the top. Rolling out, looking for someone there. Hits his man, but he stepped out of bounds. They're saying no catch, so creating a little bit of pressure, forcing that quarterback out, making a throw that he might have had more time. He would have made that a little bit more clean. So good job by that pressure from the defense, and that's all they're asking for. Just pressure that quarterback a little bit.
Yeah, they run a little simulated pressure there, which means they're bringing 4, but it looks like at the snap they're bringing more than 4. They're just going to add a 4th element on from somewhere in that defense. They do it there. And Tristan Polk, watching that film, he's had that receiver open for about 10 seconds. Sees it late, defense doesn't react, and Lawrence Tech Blue Devils, that 12th man being the sideline, comes into play there, helping them out get off the field.
Tyler Garrett looking to receive this punt. Big punt over Garrett's head, and that's going to go into the end zone, so big break there. Big time leg, but they'll take it back over at the 20. So no other field of study has benefited humankind more than health sciences. Curiosity combined with compassion has led to thousands of advancements over our history, all dedicated to patient care. The knowledge and curiosity of caring is the magic in health sciences. Check all programs at ltu.edu. So we got a 1st down and 10 with 7:30 left in this half. Love to see something get going here from this offense. Obviously scored on that first drive, but they've had some stall outs since then. Schuster hands off to his running back, Bentley, and there you go. Bentley making me look like I need to play the lottery. Gets another long run moving those chains. He's looked good today.
Yeah, he has, and backside there, they just go a power action. They're pulling that backside guard. Does a good job of sealing the front side. Devon Bentley presses the line of scrimmage, sees that the defense vacates. They overflows to the right. He bounces that thing, presses the line, bounces back left. Has a nice gap there. Picks up an explosive run, moving those chains. And that's what Lawrence Tech needs to do on 1st and 2nd down. Move these chains, keep the defense on their heels.
1st down and 10 from the 40. Bentley stays in there, but may have lined up on the wrong side there. Is that what you saw, Grant?
Yep. Looks like the running back was on the wrong side there. He should have been on the left. It's going to be an inside zone split. Tight end on the front side is going to go block the backside end. Running back on the left is going to run right. That's just a little mistake there, a little alignment mistake. And that just feeds into what Coach and Merchant was talking about, is getting players lined up. We're a no-huddle team. We want to play fast, but when we get the call in, 30 seconds is left on the play clock, but we're snapping it with 5. So those are the little things that they're working on fixing here week in and week out.
Sets up a 2nd down and 8. Schuster rolling out, looking for somebody. Hits his receiver. I don't know if he got 2 feet down, and he's the official down there saying no. Now Tyler Garrett says, like any receiver, and you would too, Grant, I got that ball. I came down with it, but just unable to get 1 foot down there on the sideline.
Yeah, when you come up after catching a ball and the ref says no, I mean, it takes everything in your own being as a receiver to somewhat agree with him. I mean, every receiver, when you catch that ball on the sideline, you in your mind think you got a toe down, maybe 2 feet. So, that's a tough situation there. But they're finding the leverage here in the passing game. They're getting the leverage they want. Let's see if Schuster can come up with another throw here.
Bentley in the backfield. He'll take that. Got some room. He might go past the 40, the 30. One man to beat, knocking him out of bounds inside the red zone again. Oh, baby, Bentley riding like a Bentley to the end zone here.
Yes, he is. What a run right there. That's set up right by there. Number 77, Dylan Tainer, had a great block on the front side end there. And then number 17, Jeff Knight with the downfield blocking. That's the receiver, Jeff Knight, number 17, does a great job getting Devon Bentley through to the red zone here, pushing this thing down to, the 11, 10-yard line? Really good job, really good run.
That's a great point. The things that don't go on the stat sheet. A block there by Jeff Knight gets him free, and they're cooking once more inside the red zone. Schuster with Keon Sanders in the backfield, and looks like we're going to have a false start there, and you saw it before it even happened. A little bit of movement, and those are the mistakes that they do not want to make. After a positive, big play, it's a drive killer.
It is, and one thing is I think coach is going to come up to Devon Bentley and say, hey, we need you to start putting some of these explosive runs in the end zone, because we get down to this red zone and it turns out to be a little harder than we expected. But right there, Anthony Merlot with the false start, just trying to get outside. It looks like he wanted to go and get a block. Sometimes that happens when you're eager to go make a play.
First down and 15. Keon Sanders there. Schuster hits his man, and the ball's dropped one more time. I don't think he had possession of it. But that's another tough one for Buddy Banks. Got to keep that ball in there.
Yeah, it's tough going over the middle, getting into the traffic. That's where those big bodies are, and Buddy Garrett, talking with Coach Merchant, he said he's lucky if he's $160 soaking wet. So he just got to, when he's over the middle, you just got to know, hey, either catch the ball and get down or run with 2 hands on it. Whatever works, whatever gets your team in the best position.
So that'll be second down and 15. At the 17 after the penalty. Schuster and company trying to get this one in the end zone. Keon Sanders back there. Schuster looking for someone, hits Sanders, but just a little too short. Another opportunity there. If he hits him in the number, he might score.
Yeah, and that's, Schuster's going through his read. He's stepping back in the pocket, stepping up. The pressure surrounding him. Sees that he's got Keon Sanders open on the flats, and that's one of those throws where you see he's so open, you rush it, and you don't calculate the ball, and it just dies short right at his legs.
And you saw Sanders coming off the field. Wasn't playing up his quarterback, but he said, man, he knew it, right? He had a touchdown there, just a little bit too short. Was the right read from Schuster, but nevertheless, it's third down and 15 now. And we're going to get a timeout here. Coach Merchant saw something, wanted to change it up and talk with his players here, but 5:20 left in this half. Gotta love what you've seen so far. Listen, I know the score doesn't show up for them, but they've been able to move this ball. The passing game looks extremely lethal today.
It looks really good, and it's helping out everything else. You see these big runs that are breaking out the back door, and Devon Bentley's got running down the sideline a couple times here. And that's a credit to the play calling, the execution, and also just the balance of keeping Marian on their toes. And then, 2 boxes I wanted to see checked today were explosive plays and downfield, vertical threat in the passing game. And right now, they're trending in the right direction, that's for sure.
And, we're looking at the win. Listen, a couple weeks ago, that was a factor, kicking against that win. No win. The flag, there's really not any win down there, perfect weather. So if they do have to, in fact, go for that field goal, hey, you're going to take your 3.
Absolutely. Yeah, you'll take your 3 here. Last time they're down in the red zone, Schuster throws that interception. So you got to imagine Coach Merchant talking to his former Chippewa Valley High School quarterback saying, hey, we've been here before. Just calm down, relax. Go through your read. If it's not there, tuck it, run it, get as much as you can. And if you can't do that, go and throw that ball away. But stay alive, keep the play alive, and don't hurt yourself here. Allow the field goal to come clean it up if you don't get the first down.
Well, here we go. Third down and 15 from the 17. Bentley in the backfield. Schuster drops back, looking for his tailback there. Wasn't ready for it. Bobbled it, unable to come up with it, and that'll set up 4th down. So I don't think he got his head turned around in time. If he does, I don't even know if he picks up that first down.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, you're throwing into the short side of the field there, not giving your running back much time to get his eyes around, then to catch the ball and turn upfield. Number 5 there, Dion Pettyford on the coverage. Good job relating to that running back. Looks like they were just trying to slip him out quick, see if he could catch it, and turn up the field and make something happen. Marian's all over that one.
So special teams out here looking to kick this field goal. Good snap. It's down. It's got the distance. And it is pulled. So another missed opportunity for this offense. And, you know, if you're coaching staff down there, you try to keep your composure. You don't want to get too frustrated. But, man, you got to come up with some points on these drives.
Yeah, that was another emphasis talking to Coach Merchant. You know, said we missed those 2 field goals in week 1 that really could have propelled us and gave us a lead going into half. And right there, another opportunity to take the lead. You know, put your kicker in a good position to make a field goal that he can make. We've seen him make them before. But right now, you just got to preach to your guys, stay in it. You know, keep the momentum flowing. Don't get low on your lows. Don't get high on your highs. Keep everything in front of you here. You know, Marian's going to be passing the ball a lot this drive, so be ready.
Polk there with Keegan LaBelle in the backfield. 2 wide on the bottom of your screen. Hands it off to LaBelle. Picks up some yardage, gets by another guy, and more positive yardage, moving those chains. That's the first big run from him today, but just kept moving. Comes up a little bit gimpy, something to look at here, but nevertheless gets that first down.
Yeah, Keegan LaBelle there does a great job of cutting off that block from 69. Austin Jones, the left tackle, does a great job of sealing that edge. He cuts off that and makes another cut off Brody Schneider. Next thing you know, he's on the 3rd level there. They bring him down. Just like you said, Dave, let's keep an eye on that ankle there. He comes up a little gimpy.
Baron Hubler checked into the ball game, and with his quarterback, that he'll get his first carry in this game. Big hit, picks up some positive yardage, though. Anytime you can get 4 to 5 yards on first down, you're going to take it. And looks like he's going to stay in this ball game. So, yeah, that's a big one to keep an eye on. Obviously, Keegan LaBelle, one of those guys that they lean on this offense. That sets up 2nd down and 4 from the 44. 4:11 on the clock, 7-7 ball game. Polk hands off to his tailback once more, and he picks up the first down. So really just not missing a step here, going to your other tailback, number 42, the 5'9", 190-pound senior Baron Hubler.
And right now they've been just, Marian's just running gap schemes. They're finding angles, and they're getting their linemen, getting gap schemes are when linemen are pulled from one side to the other. When you see those big linemen pulling, blocking, kicking out, they're doing a good job. They're finding some rhythm here. And defensively, you got to anchor down. You can't get pushed too far off the ball on that front side, and you got to close the gap when you see those big pullers coming.
Polk on first down at 10, near the 50. Hands off to Hubler again. A couple guys around him will bring him down, but I tell you what, obviously coming into the ball game for LaBelle, looks like he may have gotten a ankle injury or something there, might be getting taped up. We're not sure right now, but how nice is it to bring in your backup who is a senior with that experience?
Yeah, and Baron Hubler's been here before. This team, Marian is all-time record here versus LTU is 4-0. They know how to win. And Keegan LaBelle, last year versus LTU had 75 yards on 3 carries. So, these guys have had success. They've been here before.
Polk dropping back, looking downfield once more, unable to connect with his man. John Webster in coverage there. Looking for his receiver, Jake Rykert again, but unable to come up with it, and that'll set up a 3rd down and 7. So be quite nice here if you can bring that offense back in this ball game and get something going, but we do have a flag on the field. And that is going to be on Lawrence Tech, so didn't quite see what happened there.
I believe they got a little hands to the face from the D lineman, hands to the face on the O-line.
That's a tough penalty right there.
It
was going to be 3rd down here, and now you're moving this drive further with 2:52. Up all the way to the 33-yard line. Drives the coaching staff mad. But you got to keep playing here. So empty backfield for Polk and company. 3 receivers at the top. Polk, design run. He'll go up the middle, getting some good yardage again. Big hit, but he'll come down with it.
Good job by Marian there, just emptying the backfield there, seeing what the defense is in. They see the linebacker goes and it matches the running back, means that they're in zone coverage. O-line says, all right, we're going to zone block this, try to get a man onto the second level, allow the quarterback to get the run through the tackles there. He does a good job picking up a lot on first down there.
First down in a short 2. Polk hands off to a tailback, trying to make a move. I don't know if he picked up the first down there. It looks like it might be a little short. So good job by the Blue Devils there. And it looks like on the carry was Keegan Lobel, so he's back in there. That's a big break for them. Obviously one of their guys that they lean on the offensive side.
That was a really good tackle there by Ronald Lackey. He's playing that kind of nickel, that slot defender position, so he's got to cover the flat but also be in the run fit. Does a good job closing on LaBelle there.
Well, coming up at the half, it'll be Chloe Hugg. She'll talk with Coach Merchant before they head to the locker room. We take a listen to the LTU marching band. We catch up with what's been going on around Lawrence Tech. Don't go anywhere. So how would you assess this first half so far, Grant?
I mean, got off to a great start. I mean, it was football that we haven't seen Lawrence Tech play. I mean, come out first drive. I mean, they haven't scored in the first quarter at all this year so far. So they come out, they score on their first drive, and then they make Marian punt. So, I mean, ideal situation there. And then it kind of just started falling into we're punting now. We're finding ourselves in 3rd and long. Defense then lets up a touchdown on the 3rd drive of Marian. So, you start seeing the trend kind of coming back into play, and that's where mental toughness comes in. That's where that culture building comes in. Can we weather the storm no matter the situation? Yeah, we had a great first 2 drives offensively and defensively, but like Coach Merchant said, this is a 4-quarter game. You got a lot of ball left to play. Can we stack these wins and keep the culture and keep this momentum going, but also keep that mental toughness and align and execute properly?
I love that. Don't get too high, don't get too low. Keep playing ball. So we got a 3rd down and a short 1 here at the 24. Polk under center. Hands off to his big running back. He'll pick that up. That's actually his tight end, Nick Miller, who lines up there. We've seen him have one other carry and pick up the first down, so using that big body and moving the chains.
And that's the second time they've gone to Nick Miller in those short yardage situations. If you're Lawrence Tech, you're obviously going to start keying in on that later here in the game. But right there, they just go hard-nosed football. They get a good block on the left side of that line by Austin Jones. He peels down, kicks down, and then Nick Miller picks up that hard yard right there.
First down and 10 from the 20. Clock at 1:37. Handoff again to LaBelle. That's Hubler again in there, getting some more carries. Setting up a 2nd down and 7. So clock winding down to 1:20.
And that's a good force right there. They're forcing the ball outside. When that counter comes, he's going to play it inside, force it to Ronald Lackey. Ronald Lackey's just got to trigger as fast as he can.
Polk looking for a receiver, again, unable to connect. We've seen that a few times with him and Tyree Spence not on the same page in this one early on.
Yeah, it just seems like they're off a little bit. Tyree Spence coming into this game has 7 receptions, 115 yards, and a touchdown. So they got chemistry. They've done it before. They can show that they've done it. But right now, Lawrence Tech's got their number. Haven't been able to find Tyree Spence. There's been a couple balls he's dropped. There's a couple balls that just outside the frame of his body. And right there, Ronald Lackey, again, in the picture, causing a little bit of mischief there, playing that slot defender, relates to his man on the outside, does a good job of making that a hard throw for Tristan Polk.
3rd down and 7 for Polk and company. 3 receivers at the top, looking for one of those receivers. Goes over the middle. How about that? Picked off! Oh, baby! An interception. It looks like that was Thomas Lewis, I believe, number 5, picking that up.
Great job.
What a play. And you're thinking, hey, we're probably going to be down. Let's hold it to a field goal. And your defense says, hey, I got you, offense, making a big play at the right time.
And that's what you want to see. You want to see if one side of the ball isn't helping you out, can the defense or offense help you out? Right there, the defense comes up with a huge red zone turnover, and they go 3-by-1. Marian goes 3-by-1. They're just going three verts to that side. Inside receiver does a good job of clearing that front safety. That slot receiver actually splits the inside slot defender, splits that near safety, who is Thomas Lewis, and gets across his face. He was open. A little bit of a throw behind him allows Thomas Lewis to play into that and make that interception.
So 1:02 left here. We got a tie ball game. Handing it off to Bentley. Schuster. Bentley making something out of nothing. You think they're going to run this clock out, and Bentley says, nuh-uh, we got some unfinished business. Picking up the first down, and just like that, now you use your timeout.
Yep, they're going to start moving that ball here. You know, you get a minute left in that 2-minute drive. The clock stops there on that first down. Now you can get a play in, get a play you like. See if you can push this thing into Marian territory. You should cook them with a little gas here.
50 seconds left. That clock's winding. Schuster looking for a receiver down there. He's got a man, unable to connect with Garrett. Garrett had some room there, but just a little bit out of reach.
Yeah, and he's running that seam route against that inside slot defender. Does a good job of getting separation, but just a tough throw there. You know, if that's a bigger body receiver, that's one that's going to be right on his face. But Tyler Garrett, a little bit smaller in stature, a little bit speedier guy, just couldn't come up and catch that one. A little bit over his head there.
That'll set up second down and 10. Does stop the clock with 42.8. 7-7 ball game from the 38. Lawrence Tech and Schuster trying to make something go. Schuster nowhere to go, but has some room to run on the right side there. Great job by Schuster picking up a spin move there and the first down. So making something out of nothing.
Good job there understanding the situation. They get a timeout in here. Schuster picks up that first down, clock stop. Really good job. You're in Marian territory with the opportunity to come away with some points now.
I mean, you got to believe at that point there was a couple times where they're saying, hey, listen, we'll just wind it out. We'll see what happens. But if you pick up them first downs, why not? This offense clicking.
Yeah, and usually going into that, you know, if you got the ball with under 2 minutes left, you run that first play. If that first play gives you some pop, gives you some energy there, then you're going to start rolling. You get that clock stop with a good explosive play on first down, gives you the opportunity to get a play call in. And you see there they go roll left. That defense all rolls to that left side of the field. Schuster says, it's not there. I'm going to step up and then out. Does a great job of getting down back across this right sideline and getting that first down, getting down. Coach calls a timeout. Now they're going to have a good play here for this next play for sure.
Obviously week 3 here, running this offense for Schuster. Just a different quarterback altogether. Looks so comfortable out there.
Yeah, he's looking really good and looking good after the interception as well. You know, wanted to see how he would respond. He's doing a good job of staying composed and you know, talking with Coach Merchant. He's a guy that doesn't get phased easily. If he makes a mistake, he understands why, and he comes back stronger, and that's been the case here. He's running with some confidence. He's throwing the ball, not afraid to put that thing out there. You saw that pass to Tyler Garrett. Throws that thing over the middle. You can see he's got trust in these receivers, and they're starting to align and get into the right spots, and this offense is starting to flow, and the identity is starting to come out a little bit here in week 3.
And really the coaching staff showing confidence in their quarterback, too, after that turnover, saying we're going to stick with the game plan here. Empty set here. 32 seconds, 1st and 10 from the 39. Schuster and company driving downfield, looking for somewhere to go. Got a lot of time. Going to run, and why not? Got some room on the left side. He'll pick up another first down. So nobody open downfield. It's okay. He's got the confidence, got the wheels, picks up another first down.
Yeah, you can just see the field general himself. I mean, he's saying, Rembert, I'm not going to throw it. Go get a block. Does a good job of sealing that cornerback, allowing Schuster to get that first down and also step out of bounds. Schuster's playing some savvy football here on this drive.
How about this clock management, too? 25 seconds still left in a 7-7 ball game, all the way down to the 29. So Schuster and company driving, looking to get some points before the half to take this lead. Schuster dropping back, looking for his receiver over the middle. He's got him, hits his man. That's a catch. Brought it down. What a play. Again, that's Jeff Knight, who had that big block downfield. Now he gets on the stat sheet here with a catch.
Really good job, Jeff Knight over the middle with a great catch. He's had some drop issues here. Week 2, he had 2 drops, one for a touchdown that he really wanted back, and then a screen pass. He comes back. Schuster sees him across the middle, says, I'm going to trust your brother. Does a great job coming down with that one, putting them in 1st and goal.
I mean, when you talk about a 2-minute drill, clock management, look at the clock. That's only 6 seconds came off of that clock. They're already down to the 4-yard line, so really just taking advantage of what's there. Obviously, your quarterback picking up a couple first downs with his feet. Bentley's been all over the place. He's got to be over 100 yards at this point, so we'll check at halftime, but everything starting to click.
Yeah, playing good ball. Everyone's understanding the assignment. You can see this team is being well coached. The 2-minute drill is intact. You got Jeff Knight after the catch putting the ball down right in the middle of the field trying to get lined up again. So it's the little things you see in the 2-minute drill that shows that these coaches are instilling the right things. These guys are understanding that, hey, if we get down in bounds, we got to get up, get back to that ball quickly. Time stop, but only until that those chains get reset. So really good drive. They started on the 25 with a minute left. They're down here on the 5 with 19 seconds left. One timeout left, I believe. So an opportunity here to you can run the ball, you can throw the ball. If it's completed inbounds, not in the end zone, you got an opportunity to stop that clock again and go from there.
So they've got some options here, but you have to believe at this point they're saying, we want to punch this in. We want to get this touchdown here. So at the 4-yard line, 1st and 10. Bentley in the backfield. Got a fullback in front of him. Schuster going to roll out, though, and look for a receiver. Nobody there. Throws that one away, and there is Laundry on the field. And we're going to get a hold. Grant, it's just been mistake after mistake once they get into the red zone. Hate to see that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's going to hurt their opportunity here to try to get this ball in the end zone, but that's going to happen when you roll out your quarterback. The defense triggers. They're going to start chasing them, so that means that players are getting outside the alignment of the offensive line, and as soon as that happens, usually 1 or 2 linemen get beat, and what do? They try to grab, they try to hold, they try to get back into position. 9 times out of 10 when that quarterback rolls and that O lineman isn't ready for that D lineman to start reaching outside of their framework, you're going to get that holding call.
Well, now you got less options. You're going to probably have to pass the ball here. You don't got a lot of time. 14.9 seconds. 1st and 14. You're at the 14-yard line. See what they can get done here. Bentley in the backfield. Schuster in the shotgun.
Go bunch set here. I wouldn't be surprised if they roll to the right again, trying to get a levels concept to the field here.
Schuster rolls back. Got a lot of time there. Hits his receiver in the flat. Gets away there. Gets by the defender and inside the 5 and out of bounds. I do believe he got out there, so 5 seconds left. Felt like an eternity of time there, but they still got some time. Heck of a job by the quarterback there, hitting what was available.
Yeah, went through his progression. They were running like a double post where you're trying to get outside leverage for an inside post. Rembert had good leverage there. Schuster didn't like it, came down, had a shallow coming into his picture, puts the ball on Searsaw. Searsaw does a great job breaking that first tackle, fighting for hard yards, but also understanding, hey, if I get out of bounds here, stops the clock, puts them in a situation here now where they can put this thing in from the 5.
5 seconds, probably down to your last play here, depending on what happens. And it looks like Marian says, hey, we see what you're going to do here. We want to play a little game of chess. And you know what? Listen, we've said it before. This is the number 5 ranked team right now. So if you can play with them, you can play with anybody.
Yep, and that's what Coach Merchant wants to instill into these players. He brought up, I need guys to understand that if we're in a game, we're in a game. We're never out of a game. And when you can start building that culture, you'll just see your team take off. You'll see other guys helping other guys, and that's a big thing that he wants. He wants this team to, when they take the field, they feel like they can compete with anyone, and they can. They can. It just comes down to offense is playing well today. It comes down to explosive plays and defense and just not hurting yourself there with penalties.
Yeah, it's execution, and you can't shoot yourself in the foot. We've seen it a couple times here, but listen, they're right there. Got to feel good about this offense. So we'll see what they can do. I'd say probably time maybe for 2 plays if you're quick, but probably 1 comfortably here. So we're at the 4-yard line. This would be huge, absolutely huge.
They got Jaden Rembert lined out wide. Last time they were down here, they went slant route to him. Wouldn't be surprised if they try something of that nature. If not, you got 2 tight ends in, maybe some mesh concept from the tight ends, Logan Tackett and Charlie Ward.
Bentley in the backfield. Schuster going to his receiver. In the corner, went to Rembert. Unable to connect. He had him there. But they'll get another shot. 2.6 left on the clock. Went for that fade there.
Yeah, tried to fade, put it right in the right area. There's an imaginary box that's circled in that back corner of the end zone, right at that pylon. You want to put that ball there, right where that receiver can get under it, and that DB can't get to it. It was a great location. Maybe a smidge more air to allow Jaden Rembert to get in under that. If not, then probably just telling Jaden, hey, hurry up that inside release, get outside. I'm going to put that ball out there quick, especially with the time that they had left.
Another chance here for Vincent Robinson. Missed his first kick, much shorter here. Good snap. Kick is up. And it's good. And how about that? Lawrence Tech ends the half up 10-7. I mean, just playing some good football, and love to see that with the kicker getting some redemption there before the half. Obviously, didn't punch it into the end zone, but hey, you came away with some points and you lead at half.
Yeah, definitely some good takeaways from that first half and that last drive there. I mean, you had a minute to go score. You get down there and you do it. Really good job by Lawrence Tech.
We'll check in with our third member of our crew, Chloe Hugg. Chloe, take it away.
I'm down on the field with Coach Merchant. Coach Merchant, we've seen lots of great improvements today. Although you've talked about execution and things like that, and we've seen a little bit of how you guys are struggling on that today, we have seen some great improvements. What does execution look like going into the second half of this game?
Yeah, we have to finish drives. You know, when we get inside the red zone, we can't turn the ball over and get penalties. We're our own worst enemy there. You know, we fumble into the end zone, we miss the field goal. Just can't do those things against a really good team like Marian. So proud with how our kids played. They played really hard, played a good first half just like we did the last 2 weeks. Now we have to put 2 more good quarters together, which we haven't done yet this year. So it's time for us to do that.
Of course, you guys came out with energy. It was electric down here on the sidelines that first quarter. So what are you going to do in that dugout, or not dugout, I play softball, but not dugout, but what are you going to do in the locker room right now to come back out here with that fiery energy that you had in that first quarter?
We got to kick off to start the half, so we got to get a great kickoff, cover it, and then we have to do a great job on defense, hopefully get a 3-and-out, get the ball down, and then continue to build from there.
Of course. Thank you so much, and good luck the rest of the game.
All right, Chloe, we appreciate it here. Obviously, strong first half for Lawrence Tech. Grant, a lot of positive things on the defensive side, the offensive side, special teams, ending the half with the kick there. But we'll end this half at 10-7. We'll go down to the field, listen to the sounds of the band.
See how great the outdoors can be with the tracks from your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. With its bigger, bolder, more refined style and advanced technology, you can take the wild out of the wilderness and experience nature your way. Lease a 2024 Trax LT for just $239 a month. Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just four walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the LTU Sports Support Football Coaches Edition. My name is Lauren Plant, and as always, I am joined by the head coach, Scott Merchant. We'll also have a chat with the redshirt junior running back, Devon Bentley, later in the program. But Coach, first off, thank you for being here. I know these aren't easy after, but that's okay. You know, we've got some things that we want to talk about, and we continue the process of acclimating the nearly half of this roster being new.
Every game, every practice is an opportunity for growth.
Yeah.
And just like anything, we learn by the mistakes we make. And as long as we're doing that and we're making progress, even though it's painful progress right now, the positive is in both games, you know, we had opportunities to be up or within 1 point at halftime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they were competitive, but you know, you don't just play 2 quarters.
You don't.
So, you know, that's going to be a real emphasis. Obviously, we need to play 4 quarters, and you know, we'll be addressing that in how we practice and some of the different things we emphasize this week.
Yeah, absolutely. 46-7 loss on Saturday again, top 25 ranked St. Francis of Illinois, but really a tale of two halves, as you just alluded to. And we did have some positives, though, you know, just in the first half. 4th down stop, great play in the end zone to take away a touchdown, great drive and score late in the half, and we've seen it for 2 straight weeks. You know, what a tough player Ryan Schuster is, a quarterback. You've mentioned this before, the fact that he really doesn't get rattled. And also the fact that we saw a pretty significant reduction in penalties this game.
That was a big point of emphasis because those are self-inflicted wounds,
right,
and those are things that we cannot do to ourselves against really good teams. So I was very pleased that we reduced that significantly, almost in half this week. It was a point of emphasis. It's a reflection of discipline. And that's something we really talked about. You know, I liked the way our defense played until the last minute of the first half.
Right.
Just like I liked the way they played in the first half of the first game.
Right.
But in my experience, the last minute of halves and closing out halves is critical.
Yeah.
And if you can score in the last minute of a half or you give up a score, there's a huge momentum swing there. And I don't have statistical data, but I can just tell you from the 30 years I've coached, more times than not, if we were able to score in the last minute of the first or second half, I would guess we won significantly more. And when we gave up a touchdown in the last minute of either half, we lost significantly more. So we have to close out that half better. Defense did a great job. We finally put a drive together. We score, we're up 7-5, 50 seconds to go. We get a stop, we get the ball to start the second half. It looks a lot different than being down 12-7 coming out at halftime.
Yeah.
But those are the things we have to learn how to do.
Yeah, and all credit to that quarterback for St. Francis. Heck of an athlete.
Great player.
You know, great player, and he made a great play. And, you know, again, I agree with that assessment wholeheartedly. You had no say in who your opponents were going to be here.
Certainly not.
Early in the early going, coming out of the gate, 3 top 25 opponents, 3 in the top 10, including number 6 Marian on the schedule for this weekend at home. Considering everything really leads up to divisional play, how does a gauntlet like this prepare you for a week 6, a week 7?
Yeah, I mean, like, to me, it's not going to get any tougher than this.
Right.
So you have to figure out how to survive and how to improve in multiple ways. That's not just on the scoreboard. Obviously, we'd love to be on the right side of that column, but more importantly, like, how are we developing as a team? What's the morale? It's hard when you lose and you're trying new things. We just have to stay the course and keep working every day and commit ourselves to being open, to being coached. And our coaches have to do a better job as well, including myself. And we just have to stay consistent and stay with the process. And when we get out on the other side of this 3-game stretch, I'm not saying it's easy by any means, but we're not playing 3 top 25 teams in a row again. We also have a bye in there to get healthy a little bit.
Who are some of the guys right now? Maybe we'd like to give a couple shout-outs to a few players who you think are taking advantage of that.
Yeah, and I mean, part of this is a feeling out process, not only for the players, but for the coaches too. We're trying to see, okay, who wants to compete and is successful competing against top 25 teams?
Yeah.
Because if you're good in that situation, okay, you're going to be fine against everybody else. And who can handle the pressure? And, there's a saying, pressure busts pipes or pressure makes diamonds. It's one or the other, man. Right. So we're trying to find the diamonds. At the wide receiver position, Tyler Garrett's played 2 really good games in a row. He also had a nice punt return last week. Freshman Buddy Banks-Williams out of Davison had an outstanding game last week and is going to be playing a lot more. He's probably 150 pounds dripping wet, but that guy is a football player and he plays at one speed and he's a competitor. He's done a really nice job. Devon's been a productive player. His stats might not have been as good this week as the previous week, but he played a better game. He played, and sometimes people just look at the stats.
That's right.
I think Ryan's done a good job consistently. Defensively, our 2 linebackers have been the best. Brody Snyder, junior linebacker out of Bloomfield, I talked about him last week, and then Sylvester Jones, senior linebacker from Grand Blanc. I mean, those guys have been our top 2 tacklers the last 2 weeks. They're consistent. They're very smart football players. They're very sound. John Webster's a senior corner. He came back from an injury this week, and he played a lot. And I thought he did a really nice job in the secondary for us.
Hi, my name is Kiara Brown, and I'm a media communication student here at Lawrence Technological University. I really enjoy the fact that most of our assignments are in the field. So we go out and we do like hands-on activities. Using equipment is what I really enjoy most about our program, is that we get to go into our studio that we have here at Lawrence Tech and actually shoot, different types of scenarios that might happen out in the real world, and then also just actually going out and being active. Our portfolios that we make are done with our advisor. So Jody Gaber is our media communication advisor for the program, and so it's something that we do in our senior year, and we just gather all of our work that we've done, all the work that we're most proud of, and so this summer is pretty much what I've been doing, is just gathering all the work that I've been most proud of, organizing it into just my way of expressing my work. The media communication program has really prepared me for my future goals in just a numerous of ways. It's not all sports, it's not all news broadcasts. We've also touched on film, which is actually what I want to go in to do. So really just film and TV entertainment is what I'm looking forward to in the future.
With eyes raised above what is, there is a view of what could be. Beyond all known horizons are visions of an unformed future, brimming with curiosity that can change everything. When looking for the technology and tools that will turn your curiosity into magic, look no further. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
At Michigan First Mortgage, we believe a home is more than just four walls. It's endless possibilities, where relationships are strengthened and next steps are taken. It's a place to call your very own, where you can create new traditions and welcome family with open arms. And at Michigan First, it's at the heart of everything we do. Let us help you discover the possibilities of home.
Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
Chevy Silverado has what it takes to do it all. With a TurboMax engine and a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Any truck can help you make a living. This one helps you build a life. Chevy Silverado.
Or GM employees with a current eligible lease can get this Silverado for $299 a month. Chevy drives the Motor City. Visit ChevyDetroit.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Lawrence Tech here in Southfield, getting ready to play some second half football here. Grant Perry alongside me, Dave Siseski. Grant, talking about that first half, listen, there was a lot of positives, some negatives as well, but hey, at the end of it, you come out up 10-7.
Yeah, and there's times, this score could be 21-7. Just talking about getting in that red zone, Lawrence Tech's had some trouble converting, ran into some penalty issues, had an interception there, Schuster trying to force a throw. They come away with 3, take the lead there at the end of that second quarter. But in reality, they could be up 3 scores here. And Coach Merchant's preaching that here in the locker room. You heard it, with Chloe's, halftime interview there. Just preaching. And now, like you said, second half football, it's all about finishing, learning how to finish, turning on that extra gear, that extra sprint that you did that week in conditioning. It's all about now. First half is over. It's a whole new ball game here.
Yeah, Coach Merchant, listen, he's very blunt when he said it in that interview. He said, we forgot that there's 2 more quarters we need to play. Have to finish. Listen, this has been a great first half for them. Yeah, they made some mistakes, but at the end of the day, score more points than your opponent, and that's all you need to do. And they're up 10-7, so we'll see what they can do in this second half. They're going to have the defense out here, and so far defensively, they played great. So 10-7 ball game. Lawrence Tech looking for their first victory on the season, and also the first victory on the college career for Coach Merchant, who's a Hall of Fame high school coach, bringing his talents to the collegiate level, where he started out as an assistant. Would be his first win as a head coach. So we'll see if Lawrence Tech, the Blue Devils, can finish this one off. The kick is off and away, and Marian past the 10, up to the 15, past the 20, all the way near the 29-yard line, it appears, and that's where they'll take over. So this defense comes back out here, and if you only give up 7 points and a half, I don't care what it looked like, you got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, and they've been doing a great job defensively of just, maintaining good run defense. The run fits have been there. Edge defenders like Ronald Lackey, they're triggering to the football when they see it. Marian found some success in the gap scheme runs when they're getting those linemen pulling, getting on the edge, pinning down the defensive ends, and then getting guys on that second level. So let's see if they try to get back to some of that gap scheme run. But their bread and butter is throwing that football, and if they can get back to that, look out, they can get hot.
Well, Keegan LaBelle back in there in the backfield, had a little bit of an ankle injury in the first quarter. First down and 10. Kristen Polk drops back, got some time, hits his receiver in the flat. He'll pick up the easy first down. That going to Montazie Clay, who picks up the first down. So just a drop, easy pass there, 5-yard route, but he's able to get that yard after the catch and moving the chains.
Yep, Will linebacker Sylvester Jones vacates the area. We call that a green dog, and if that running back doesn't go out for a route, that linebacker's going to add on. He's in the weak side of the formation. That flat route the drag route went there, vacated the area Sylvester Jones did, and that flat route was open.
Polk this time, hands off to Keegan LaBelle. LaBelle gets some room there, and he'll pick up another first down. LaBelle didn't have a lot of room in that first half, so if you're Marian, you got to like what you see from your starting running back right there.
Yeah, pressing the line of scrimmage. That run was supposed to hit in between the tackles. He presses the line of scrimmage, which sucks that defense in and allows for LaBelle then to get an angle on the perimeter. Does a good job of capturing that edge, picking up a first down.
Moving the ball to the 46-yard line. 14 minutes left, 10-7. Blue Devils on top over the Knights. Polk hands off again. LaBelle shakes and bakes, moves his way up the middle of the field. Changed direction on the fly, and a nice run again. Some more chunk plays for this offense.
And you can see what Marian's going with here. They're going with 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and a running back right now, and they're trying to play big boy football. They're saying, hey, we wanted to throw that ball in the first half. We didn't find success. Now let's go ahead and transition to the run game. Right now it's working. They're clicking. They're finding the angles right there. Good job by LaBelle. Pressing the line of scrimmage. Brody Snyder steps up in the hole, sidesteps him, gets a nice couple yards there for that first down.
3 plays, 3 first downs. First down and 10 now from the 34. Polk goes again to LaBelle. Gets some positive yardage. So, like you said, listen, they're committed to that running game. They said we weren't able to put up much points in that first half. We're going to commit to our star player, Keegan LaBelle. And so far, it's paying off. Picks up 4 yards on first down, but hey, you'll take it.
Yep. And they check out a tight end. They come to 11 personnel now, bringing in number 10, Montazie Clay, where they catch a couple plays ago. Let's see if that changes the dynamic of what they do here. If they go pass with another receiver in the formation, or if they stick to the run game.
Polk in the shotgun. Get a pass here, looking for a receiver. He's got him on the left side, picking up another first down. That's Jake Reichert, who's picked up a couple first downs here for this offense. But watch out now if you're Lawrence Tech, because this offense starting to click.
Yep. And that's credit to the run. When you get the run game going, it allows your allows your offense then to have some multiplicity to what you do there. You get the defense to think run. You spread everyone out. Lawrence Tech's in the zone coverage, but it turns to man there. Jake Reichert's been running some really good man coverage routes. Does it there, picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line. Going again to LaBelle, who makes a couple cuts, and he's brought down. Number 13 out there, John Webster, the cornerback, making a nice tackle. Short gain, second down and 6.
And that's a good job by John Webster. They're going nub side formation. Marian is on that last play, meaning there's no receivers. There's just a tight end on that side, in line, intact on the line of scrimmage. John Webster's that C-gap, D-gap defender. They got a really good double team by Connor Young and Adam Warren. He steps inside, makes that tackle for a short gain.
Second down and 6 from the 13. 10-7 Blue Devils lead. LaBelle in the backfield. They go to him once more. Goes on the right side. Goes off that tackle there and able to pick up some more yards close to that first down marker. Comes up just a little bit short. That'll set up 3rd down and a short 3.
That's a good rally to the football right there. They go gap scheme run. They pull those 2 guards, meaning that tackle to the front side of the play is told, hey, you got to block down. You have to displace that defensive end. He does a good job there. But Lawrence Tech triggers fast, bringing up a 3rd down.
A big linebacker in there blocking again, and that's I believe, a quarterback sneak there, picking up close to the 1st down. We don't have a mark yet, but it looks like he may have been just a little bit short. And we are going to get a 1st down, so they're going to move those chains. So it was close, able to pick up just a little bit. Now we got 1st and goal from the 7.
And they're checking in their big bodies here. They're going to go that big body formation. This is when we see Nick Miller, 86, get a lot of the touches here. Expect Marian to operate in between the tackles. If they like their matchup outside with Jake Ricard, they're getting one-on-one coverage. Look for a slant or some type of fade route by Jake Ricard, number 7 here.
Kenzie Alibra out there on him. They put Ricard in motion. They'll hand it off to a smaller running back there. Gets his 1st carry, but that ball might be on the ground. It is! Lawrence Tech comes up with that ball. Oh, man, a lot happening under that pile. Haven't had an official announcement here, but we got some flags.
You have to see what's going on here. A lot going on this play.
It looked like Brandon Holland Gordon, the freshman defensive lineman who had no helmet on, came up with that ball. He's not letting that ball up.
No,
defensive linemen don't get a lot of football touches here. He's keeping that football.
Yeah, helmet or not, he was trying to go score that thing. You got to respect that. And just, I mean, this is what you want to see. 2 red zone turnovers. If this stands as a turnover, Lawrence Tech with the opportunity here to change the dynamic on which that season has been, going up into this far. They can really turn things around right here with a red zone turnover to start the 2nd half.
And just things going their way, getting some breaks. You need that. We're still having a long discussion here. Don't see that too often, but obviously Lawrence Tech says, hey, that's our ball. That's our ball. They're pointing that way, but we have not seen an official signal anything as of yet. It was tough for us to see. We couldn't see underneath that pile, but a lot of things can happen underneath the pile on a football field.
Yeah, so you got to imagine what they're talking about. 1A, did he fumble? 2, why was Brandon Holland Gordon's helmet off?
And we got a flag. No flags on the play. So there you go. After the discussion, it went the way we were hoping. Wow. That's best case scenario right there, Grant, and this is a team that needs that on defense. Listen, protect that lead. Great job. They passed that 1st test.
Yep, a team that's coming into this game allowing 51 points being scored in the 2nd half of games to only 0 points scored in the 2nd half of games. That's how you start changing the story. That's how you start writing your own story. And right now, with that momentum, they're playing complementary football. If they can get a drive going here, good things ahead.
Did they give up yards? Yes, but it's bend but don't break. And they didn't break, got that ball back, and ready to hand it over to the offense here. The keys for Ryan Schuster and company. Schuster with his talented tailback, Devon Bentley, in the backfield near the 8-yard line here. We'll hand it off. Nope, to Bentley. They hit his receiver. He's got a lot of room, and he's going past the 50. A man right on his feet down to the 30, stumbling down inside the 20. Oh, baby. What a play there, hitting his receiver in stride. I believe, was that Searsaw?
It was.
Man.
And what a call. I mean,
oh, baby.
Talk about explosive plays. One-on-one coverage there. You get an RPO look. Schuster says, I'm going to throw this. That inside linebacker steps down. That's his key. He throws it. They got blitz from the backside. That means rotation's going away. It's exactly the call you want, the play you want, and the execution you want right there from Brennan Searsaw.
Well, this is where they need to be different, right? They've been to this area quite a few times already in the 1st half, but now you have to execute at the 21. 1st down at 10. Schuster looking for somebody down the field. That's tipped and into the hands of the corner there. Oh, man. And that's exactly how it's been this afternoon. You get an opportunity, you can't quite get in the end zone, and then a tip ball goes to the other team. I tell you what, that's just heartbreaking right there. I mean, that's not even on the quarterback. That's a tip. A good job by the defender, but after you get a break, it goes against you. Football's a cruel game, man.
It is, and right now the red zone is not being friendly to Lawrence Tech. I mean, that's three to four trips that they've had down here, and 2 of them have been turnovers, 1 a miss a field goal. There's been a lot of points left on this field in this red zone, and Lawrence Tech, they got to find a way to find plays to avoid those tip passes, and tip passes, that's the number 1 killer of over-the-middle throws right there.
Now they got to play this offense once more, who's able to move that ball quite often in the first drive of this half. Polk, lots of room, got some pressure on him, though. Rolls out, and he's just going to take that ball and go out of bounds. Good job by the secondary of this Blue Devils team here. Had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and good job. John Webster there, he was put in a position. His guy was sitting at about 5 yards. He sees the quarterback come in his area. He does the right thing, makes up for that first half mistake where he let the defender run down the sideline on the scramble, does a good job sticking with his guy, allowing Derek Agers to go ahead and chase him, the quarterback, out of bounds for a short gain of 2 yards. 3 yards, excuse me.
Second down and 7 at the 13. 8:54 left in the third quarter. 10-7 Blue Devils. Handoff to LaBelle. And a good job, big-time tackle there. Number 25, Kalen Green. Good job by Green. That's actually Ronald Lackey on the tackle there. So great job by Lackey. Not biting on that shake and bake there. Good tackle, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 6.
And that's a hard, when you're playing that slot defender, that nickel position, that's a hard place to play. You got to check the run. You got to also be in the run fit. Does a great job of stepping in, making a hard tackle on a big running back right there.
From the 14, 3rd and 6. Blue Devils almost had a guy jump there. Big pass, almost picked off. Right there, you see the receiver had to play cornerback and break that up. Good job by John Webster, playing good coverage on the outside.
Yeah, good coverage. He gets a one-on-one opportunity. Has safety help with Xavier McDonald. Stays in good phase. Doesn't get the eyes back, but if you don't get the eyes back, just play through the hands without contact. Does a good job of getting in the way of that ball, making, like you said, Dave, Jake Ricard there have to play defense, the receiver for Marian.
Not a great feeling as a receiver.
No, it's not. You know you're not going to catch it.
I don't know how it is, but I know you do, right?
Yeah, you turn into an angry defensive back really quickly.
So that'll set up 4th and 6. And back is Tyler Garrett. Big time punt there. It goes over his head. It hits Garrett, and just like that, Marian jumps on it. They tell you, get away from the football. And unfortunately, that's the reason why. It bounced up and hit him in the leg. Oh, that's another break that goes the way of Marian, and that one could be crucial.
I'm having trouble finding the words. I just,
it's frustrating.
It's tough. It's tough. I can't imagine what these coaches are feeling. They're putting their guys in the best position to succeed. They're finding themselves up right now against this top 25 team. Dear Lord, they just can't find a break right here. And like you said, you got to yell out usually the words Peter, 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 or kill, kill, kill. You got to get out of the way, even if you're the returner. That football takes funny bounces, man.
Well, sets it up 1st and 10 now for Marian at 37. Polk looking for a receiver, going deep downfield. Got a man on the right side, but somehow he made the catch, but he's out of bounds. He thinks he was in, as you said in the first half. Every receiver does, but he was definitely outside there. So trying to go deep on these corners in coverage. Mackenzie Alibra, good job by Alibra, forcing him out and playing some tight coverage, setting up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and Alibra looks to be a little gimpy right here. He's going to get a tap here by 22 or Artesian Kyles. But right there, I mean, that's good position, good ball. Way to just stay in phase and not let that ball come down.
Hand it off to their talented running back, picking up a couple yards there is Keegan LaBelle. And often when you see a corner come in, obviously that being a redshirt freshman, they like to pick on him. So look for that on that right side. But this is going to set up a 3rd down and 6. So after the turnover, this is a big opportunity for Lawrence Tech's defense to answer. 7:25, 10-7. Blue Devils up on the Knights. 3rd and 6 from the 34. Polk with LaBelle in the backfield.
They're in a bunch set here. Lawrence Tech's in zone. Look for one of these receivers to sit down in space.
And just as I said, trying to pick on that corner, goes to the corner there and throws it up to the receiver. And he said touchdown. He looked like he was out of bounds from up here.
I mean, his back landed out of bounds. I think this other referee is going to go talk with him here.
I think this has got to get turned over. But they're not even talking about it right now. I did tell you, hey, listen, you get a new guy in there, Artesian Kyles, they usually pick on him. But somehow, some way, we're not looking at this call. That's just an absolute tough call there on Lawrence Tech. And another call goes against them, another play, another break, and this extra point is up. It's good. So I don't even have the words. You didn't have the words before. I don't now, so I'll just read. The College of Architecture and Design at LTU prepares students to become architects and designers who can address 21st century challenges through critical thinking and creative problem solving. Check all programs at ltu.edu. Grant, I don't know what just happened there. I mean, I don't even put that against the defense because he was out of bounds. I'm not going against the officials here, but I'm just saying that was the wrong call.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe he's got a better view down there. You know, we're pretty far up here, so hopefully he made the right call. You know, just for the integrity of the game. But I mean, it's been a whirlwind of emotions this past 5 minutes here. I mean, you get in the red zone if you're Lawrence Tech. Well, first off, you come out, you get a stop. Then you get down into the red zone there. You throw an interception. Then you get a stop again. Marian punts, touches your returner there, so it's a live ball. They hop on it. Right now, if you're Lawrence Tech, you got to just slow it down, find your rhythm here, and start clicking again. Pick up where you left off. I mean, because it's there, you have success. It's just unfortunate series of events there for Lawrence Tech.
But I tell you what, if that turnover doesn't happen, we're not even talking about that. So not beating up on the players down here. Tyler Garrett, obviously that happened to him, but got to communicate. As you said, yell Peter. You have to communicate with your players. That goes to the freshman, Buddy Banks-Williams, who's got some speed, goes past the 20. Big hit on him. And you feel that momentum kind of shifting just a little bit. Doesn't mean it can't come back over to the Blue Devils' side, but when you have play after play go against you, it's kind of tough. You got to pick yourself off the ground.
Yep, and this is where teams start building their identity. I mean, first 2 weeks you want to see some changes in the second half in the way they play. And then you had some bright spots here to start the second half, and then you fall on some dark spots. So can this offense pick it up, start making plays, keep the explosive play battle on their side? If they can, they'll be in good shape.
Taking over at the 21st, down and 10. Bentley in the backfield. That ball go right to him. Bentley left side, got some room, some speed. Checking out past the 40. Bentley, hopefully he might go, and he's pushed out. Oh. Third time you thought he might make a house call. Great run from him, but man, let's just take this one to the house next time.
Yeah, and we're going to get him in the squat room here this week. We're going to get him some extra conditioning just to turn that gear, man, because if one of these runs he's broken 3 to 4 now. I mean, just one of them gives him a step on the defense. He's going to put one of these in. And this team right now, they need that explosive play that gets into the end zone because they haven't had success in the red zone.
Right now, he's your player of the game right for them. If it's not Schuster, he's well over 100 yards. He may be around 200. So 1st and 10 from the 38. Why not go to him again? They fake it, hit the receiver over the middle. Sirsoff picking up the first down. So we've seen this. They can move this offense. It's just about finishing.
Yeah, and they've tailored their game, this offensive game here in the second half. The RPOs, they're putting guys in conflicts. Right there, they go to fake the run. If that weak side backer safety steps up, vacates the window, he's going to throw it right behind him. He does that, finds Sirsaw. Sirsaw with a good catch, making this a 2nd down and 1.
So 2nd and a short 1. Bentley in the backfield. Schuster gets that high snap, hands it off to Bentley. And I don't think he picked that one up. If he did, he was right at the sticks. It's going to be close. And it looks like they're saying 2nd and short. So maybe he got back to the line, but nothing else there. So good penetration from this defense from Marian, who really has struggled against the rush today. So 3rd down and 1, 5:15 on the clock. Lawrence Tech down 14-10 to the Knights. Ball on the 29 off the big run from Bentley. Keon Sanders in the backfield now. Schuster and the shotgun. Schuster with the pitch to Sanders, and it's read perfectly Oh, that's just a tough play there. That play made from Marian, just throwing him down, is Jameson Coverstone. And that's a 4-yard loss, and that's huge.
Yep, they're just trying to go speed option there. You want to have one guy unblocked. That's the defensive end. But when you get two guys unblocked, the play doesn't work there. That time he pitches it, sees the trouble, pitches it to Keon Sanders, and number 5 there, Dion Pettiford there with the tackle. They're going to keep their offense on the field here, trying to pick up this hard 4 yards, and they need it right now.
So 4th down and 4. Offense still out there trying to move this ball and strike it home. Schuster hits the receiver over the middle, picking up the first down. Hey, what a play there again by your receiver. Number 17, Jeff Knight, made a couple good plays in this ball game.
Yeah, it's good to see Jeff Knight getting the ball in his hands and securing that catch. Had a couple drops last week, knew he wanted to come and have a good week this week, showing that he can catch the ball and make those chains move. Really good job. That looked like that ball was either going to Jeff Knight or Logan Tackett. That was a tight window, but glad that Jeff came up with that one and moved the chains there. Much needed first down pickup.
Devon Bentley back in the backfield there. First down and 10 from the 24. Schuster hands it to Bentley. Bentley hits a brick wall. No room to run there. That'll set up a 2nd down and 11 on the loss of 1.
Ryan Barris just misses the block, gets beat inside there. Number 52, Jaden shrugs for that D-line of Marian. Does a good job of blowing that up, playing across his face, seeing the running back's track and bringing that down in the backfield.
Taking a lot of time off the clock here. Just 3 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. This one's went quickly. Unfortunately for the Blue Devils, it's went the way of Marian, down by 4. 2nd and 11. Schuster, pocket collapsing, and he's taken down. Haven't seen that much today. Just had nowhere to go with it. And that's going to be another loss and set up a 3rd and long.
That's a good job by the Marian D-line. When that quarterback has the ability to step up, when the quarterback steps up and does it in a proper manner, you got to tell your D-line, hey, instead of rushing outside and letting him step up, rush from inside, stay and hold your ground, make him go outside the pocket. That time he tries to step up, the rush is right there inside, keeping him contained in that pocket.
Field gets a little bit tighter when you get on this side, Grant. They just struggled on this side so far today. Hoping they can get this first down, but it's going to be tough. 3rd and 15. Schuster handing off to Bentley. Bentley got some room, though. Bentley, nice cut. Bentley, how about the house call now? Touchdown, Blue Devils. Oh, man, what a cut. They said, the heck with 3 points. We're getting 7, baby.
And great run right there. Love the play call. They go misdirection, essentially a halfback draw on the left side, coming back right. Get the defense thinking, hey, it's going to be a left. It comes back right. Really good job there, and great job, Ryan Barris, of making up for that missed block on that last run. He does a good job of getting in space. And Devon Bentley, man, he's got great vision, great patience. He sees guys downfield. He waits for them to get man on body, get good blocks, good angles. And, boy, did he explode through that hole right there and put it through the end zone just like we needed him to. Really good job there by Devon Bentley.
Extra point. Trying to make this a 3-point ball game. It's up, and it's good. And I tell you what, Grant, the way that he stopped on a dime and showing that vision, he's had the game of his life out there. I don't know how much he has rushing yards. We'll get that soon, but the guy's killing it right now. The Centropolis Accelerator is accelerating the growth of Michigan's advanced manufacturing, innovative hardware, entrepreneurs, and small manufacturers by providing access to funding, experts, and key business and product development resources. Companies like Reaction Technologies are successful examples of the partnership with LTU. Well, the energy's back in this stadium right now. Feels pretty good. Listen, a couple things didn't go your way, but it's how you respond, Grant.
Yep, and we wanted to see them respond and not shut down. These are the first points of the season that this team has scored in the second half. That's a feat in itself that they have broken through. They now have shown that they can carry the momentum from the first half to the second half. Even when they have got pushed back to 3rd and 15, they go ahead and hand it to Bentley. Why not? Like you said earlier, he's been running like a Bentley.
Exactly, right? You had to say it. So Lawrence Tech loses the lead, takes it right back. Love that response on a big touchdown from Bentley, up 17-14. Here's the kickoff. Going to force the returner into the end zone. He'll just down that, showing the big leg. So, hey, let's get this defense out here and see how they can respond. Obviously, a big play they had earlier here, getting that fumble recovery. But, you know, you can just check the energy on this sideline. They feel it, man. It's good to have those good vibes in the second half.
Yep, you see everybody up near that blue box. You know, everyone's attentive. Everyone's paying attention. You see Coach Merchant chest bumping the kicker. I mean, the love's going around right now, and that's what you want in your culture. You want guys feeding off of each other's energy. And right now, the true sentiment or a true test to a team is after a good offensive drive, can we go ahead and get another stop here on defense?
Keegan LaBelle back there with his quarterback, Tristan Polk throwing on first down. Receiver again drop. I think that may be the third or fourth drop already from Spence today. I know he's got good numbers, but it is just not working and gelling with him and his quarterback.
And you can see it there, that shot of him on the sideline. He's just frustrated, can't figure it out. I mean, the quarterback put the ball right on him. He gets a one-on-one route with that corner, Mackenzie Alibra. The ball's in his hands, feet are in bounds, and he just can't bring it down. Good job there by Mackenzie Alibra, fighting through the catch there and working hard there.
We'll take it if you're Lawrence Tech. Second down and 10 from the 20, already up 3. 1:53 left in this third quarter. Hands it off to their running back, LaBelle, picking up some yardage there as you get a couple linemen going at it down there. And you know what? Tempers flare. You're going at it all game long, get two big guys. That's football.
Yeah, in the trenches, man. That's where the real war is at. That's where the games are won right there. And Brandon Holland, Gordon getting tangled up with another lineman there. But, man, Ronald Lackey with that tackle there to make this a third down and 6. I mean, he is playing fantastic ball. He has to respect the receiver in front of him, the receiver to the right of him, but he's also got to keep eyes inside for the run, that C-gap area. You'll see him in the slot, number 29. He's approaching the line of scrimmage right now. Is he bluffing or is he coming?
Polk fakes it, trying to hit a receiver. Nobody there. Heck of a job by this defense. You had two guys around the ball ready to make a play.
When you got a guy playing ball, and hey, why not call his number? They send Ronald Lackey on that edge, that nickel blitz there to the field. There's a good job of applying pressure and a great call, too, because Marian tries to go roll pass left. Well, you're blitzing right into it. Quarterback has to pull up and try to put a ball on the tight end that he can't get to. Really good defense, and that's the response you want to see out of Lawrence Tech. Good offensive drive. Can the defense duplicate? They do here. Now Tyler Garrett, it looks like he's not in back there now. They're going to put Buddy Banks-Williams as Tyler Garrett there touched that ball on that last punt and gave it back to Marian.
We'll see what Banks-Williams can do. Big punt over. His head bounces near the 15 and down. And that's where Lawrence Tech will take over. Offense has been moving the ball consistently. As we said, it's about punching it in. But they were able to, obviously, Bentley with a big running touchdown there. Made a nice cut, used his vision, put Lawrence Tech up 17-14. Let's see some more from this offense. Whether it's passing or running the ball, I mean, they've just each set up each other. Looks pretty strong so far this afternoon. How about some more points on this drive?
Yep, that would be huge. And also, just as this is where they can start learning how to slowly start to close games. You go in then, you take another score, you put another score on the board, you take a 2-score lead, give your defense some help, some breathing room. This is where this fourth quarter comes into play. Can Lawrence Tech have a great end of the third, start of the fourth?
Bentley gets a couple yards there on that carry. Setting up a second down and 7. So that clock winding down. Be around 47 seconds. We did get a stoppage there. Looks like we had a towel on the field. We're going to start that clock right back up. 2nd and 7. If you're tuning in just now, listen, this has been historic for the Blue Devils this season. Their first points the last drive of the second half, and that's what they've been preaching at practice all week long. Let's finish, guys. 2nd and 7. Schuster looking for a receiver. Hits his tight end. Unable to come up with it is Logan Tackett. Bobbled it out of bounds.
That's where you want to see Logan Tackett, have just a little bit of spatial awareness. I know he's running that flat route trying to get to his landmark, but you got to have a little spatial awareness. If you're getting within 2-3 yards of that sideline, go ahead and throttle down, especially if no one's on you. Just give eyes and hands to the quarterback. Allow him to hit you right as a stationary target. Then you're already sitting stationary. You can turn upfield, get as many as you can. Right there, he tries to run through the catch. Doesn't bring in the catch first.
It'll set up a 3rd down and 7 with 25 seconds left here. Empty backfield. Schuster drops back, got some time, throws over the middle, and that's a hard hit. Looks like that was Tyler Garrett that took that hit. That ball thrown a little bit over his head, unable to connect, so you don't get the catch and you also get hit hard. Tough business, as we said, going over the middle in the defense.
Yeah, it's tough there, especially when it's all cloudy and murky and you got guys and linebackers and big bodies in there. That's a tough throw, tough catch there, and Tyler Garrett took a big hit there at the end of that one.
Looks like Charles Vaden is back for Marian on this punt. Just gets that one off. That's a short punt, high punt. And unfortunately not the net you'd like for the Blue Devils, but that'll put this past midfield and great field position if you're Marian.
Yep, just flipping fields there. They punt the ball. They switch field position, say, hey, Lawrence Tech, go ahead and have another drive. We're going to try to play our best defense. They do a good job getting a 3 and out there. And that field is flipped. Now they're in enemy territory. See if they get back to that good run game. They got 2 tight ends here, 12 personnel. They found some success early in this 3rd quarter. I think they get back to it here with the run game.
Polk and LaBelle in the backfield. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Polk hands off to LaBelle. LaBelle goes to the left side, picks up some positive yardage, but we got a flag on the field, and that one looks like it might be coming back. And it is. That'll kill you. Holding. And that'll bring it back, so negate that run from LaBelle with 8.5 seconds left here in this 3rd quarter. Makes it 1st down and 20. And those 10-yard penalties. Obviously, you get this past midfield, you're thinking, okay, we're in a good spot, and then you get a holding penalty. Just slows it down. Clock winding down. This will be the last play probably of this 3rd quarter. Polk got some pressure in front of him, a couple guys, nowhere to go. Gets by the first tackle and brought down. Heck of a job there by this Lawrence Tech defense making a play. And that'll set up 2nd down and 20. Well, that's the end of this quarter, but hey, Lawrence Tech with their first second half touchdown. They lead after 3 quarters. Lawrence Tech 17, Marian 14. We'll see you in the 4th quarter.
Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
See how great the outdoors can be with the tracks from your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. With its bigger, bolder, more refined style and advanced technology, you can take the wild out of the wilderness and experience nature your way. Lease a 2024 Trax LT for just $239 a month. Put it in D and see why Chevy drives the Motor City.
Your persistence and dedication have brought you this far. But the fire of curiosity within you burns to push beyond your limits. LTU is the place where your passions and curiosities can soar, pushing your mind and body to new magical heights. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Man, what a great way to end that third quarter, and hats off to Devon Bentley. He's put up some amazing numbers today, and ending that third quarter with the touchdown was very crucial to getting us back in the lead. I love to see it, and you know, it's going to be those older guys that really pull this team up and make them become a new program. That's what they're striving to do here this year, and we just love to see it. As LTU fans, we love to see the growth and the progress that this team is making. They're making leaps and bounds, and it's going to be people like Devon Bentley who are going to bring this team to new levels. Thanks, guys. I'll toss it back to you.
That's right, Chloe. Yeah, they're really making some strides on both sides of the ball. Special teams obviously getting that field goal. And here they are with 15 minutes away from getting their first win on the season. We got a 2nd down and 24 after that penalty. Polk drops back, got pressure. Again, can they get to him? And they do. How about it, baby? A sack. Couple guys down there. Grant didn't see who got in first. But we were just asking for some pressure on the quarterback, and they make it happen.
Really good job there. They run a stunt game. They got the DNs and the tackles there twisting. They're playing a game up front, trying to confuse that O-line, trying to have them try to pass it off and mix up responsibilities. They do a great job. Devontae Dupree gets in the backfield, and then the rest of the team comes and tackles down the quarterback there for the sack. And that's something we haven't seen is Lawrence Tech applying pressure with a 4th down rush. They do a good job right there.
Ryan Rector in there again. How about some more pressure? Polk having to toss it out to his tailback. And this Lawrence Tech defense playing out of their mind right now.
And just when you think that screen pass might have some room.
Brody Schneider,
the 59 demon in the middle of that defense, does a great job there of pursuing the football, bringing down LaBelle and not letting him slip out of that tackle. And this team, you can see the fire. They're coming off the sidelines. Everyone's clapping. Everyone's dapping each other up. There's a new energy here in this 4th quarter, and let's see if they can keep this thing going here on offense.
How about a big return from Buddy Banks-Williams, a freshman back there, made some big plays today. See if he gets an opportunity to return this. That's a low punt, but it's going to bounce to him. That's a tough bounce. Picks it up off the bounce. Nice job getting past the 10-yard line, but hey, he may have saved his offense because if that bounce, that looks like that may have stopped inside of the 5-yard line, and that would have been some tough sledding for this offense.
You got to respect the confidence. I mean, that ball is bouncing. You don't know which way it's going to jump, and you saw, Tyler Garrett 2 punts ago ends up getting it, running into his leg there. The freshman Buddy Banks-Williams with the steal the bacon, if you will, there to save a few yards for his offense.
Yeah, I love the confidence. The coaching staff was probably not breathing when that was happening, but
most likely, yeah. You're taught, stand at the 10-yard line. If that thing goes past you, let that thing go. And right there, Buddy Banks takes a chance, and it turns out to save him a few yards.
Well, chance to go up by 2 scores. Let's see it. 1st and 10 from the 14. Schuster, he's throwing, and he's hitting another receiver. Searsaw been big in this game, just makes play after play, and picked up some positive yards, setting up a 2nd down and 3. So you got to love it. 2nd down and 6. So 6 yards, big chunk play on 1st down. You'll take it every time.
Yeah, and they're getting Searsaw involved here. He didn't travel last week to St. Francis. He's been a great addition here to this offense today.
2nd down and short. Looking for somewhere to go, but unfortunately for Schuster, a couple guys coming in on him, bringing him down, so that play was blown up from the start.
Yeah. And great job there by the nickel defender, number 28 for Marian. That's Dominic Bonner. Does a good job understanding, hey, they've been running this roll pass to my side a lot with number 2, the number 2 receiver being, count from the sideline. The first receiver closest to the sideline is number 1, and number 2 is the slot receiver usually. The slot receiver usually runs that 5-yard out. Dominic Bonner steps outside of that and takes away the throw immediately.
3 receivers to the top. Schuster trying to hit Searsaw again, just a little bit behind him. And that's going to bring out the punting unit. So what could have been, had his man just unable to connect with him.
And those are 2 quick drives there by the Lawrence Tech offense. Luckily the defense has been playing really good this second half. Want to see here on 2nd down, next drive, maybe get Devon Bentley incorporated a little bit. He's been providing a big spark on the offense in the rushing attack. And last thing you want to do is have these quick 3-and-outs where you're throwing the ball, stopping the clock, not allowing your defense to get a breather.
Looks like Jay-Sean Underwood back there. There's Charles Vaden back there. Made a couple moves. Vaden still on his feet. Over on the other side of the field, he's going to be near the 40, looks like the 43-yard line here, the 42. So again, this is just good field position. So a lot on this defense, but listen, they came through last time. They're going to have to do it again.
Yeah, and they were in the same part of the field here. You know, Marian last time they got that punt and they flipped the field. They took the ball right around the same spot here in Lawrence Tech territory. So if this defense can dial it up, apply some pressure, they've been getting good rush with 4 down. They've been doing some simulated pressure where they rush 3 down linemen and add a linebacker to make it a 4 down pressure. So look for them to try to mix it up here and try to create confusion again for this offense.
So first down and 10 from the 42. Polk pitches it to his running back. I think he was looking to throw it. He does throw it up to the receiver, coming down with it, but good job breaking that up from Mackenzie Alibra. Jump ball, and he says, I got you.
And that's a great recovery because right there, I mean, he got beat. Running back, thankfully, the pressure and the rush of the defense was able to halt the running back from throwing that immediately. He decides to throw it late, has an opportunity, gives his receiver actually a really good throw. Jake Ricard, a taller receiver at 6'1", 205, goes up to try to make that catch. But this is now the second or third time Mackenzie Alibra, his ability to recover, get back into the play and fight through the hands, get that ball out of the receiver's hands, does a great job there with that PBU.
So up to the task from the trickery there, setting up second down and 10. Going to their run game once again, their bread and butter, and Keegan LaBelle showing why he's so special, picking up a first down and moving the chains. So this offense in this second half has looked completely different. Unable to get that running game going, but here in this third quarter and fourth quarter, they've just really been able to move the ball, and it's what they do. That's what they do. They stick to that run game.
Yeah, and they've been finding some success here. I mean, right there, you got to credit Connor Young. The center there had a great block, allowed the left side there to be clean. Then the running back cuts back to the right, picks up that first down. Good run there by Marian.
Polk with LaBelle back there again. Polk throwing, looking for a receiver in the corner of the end zone. He's got him and unable to come up with it once more. I've said it already how many times. That might be the fourth, maybe the fifth time that his receiver Tyree Spence has dropped the ball. That was right there in his breadbasket.
Yeah, that was a great throw. I mean, the defender had his head back the whole time. He puts that thing right over his head, right where the receiver can get it, and the safety, Xavier McDonald, couldn't get it. That actually might have been Thomas Lewis, number 5, but really good throw. And yeah, and like you said, Tyree Spence and Justin
look
Polk.
at him on the sidelines. He's off by himself.
Yeah, and there's just something off there with their chemistry today, and Lawrence Tech will take it, that's for sure.
Well, it does set up second down and 10. That was an absolute dime. Unfortunately dropped for Lawrence Tech. Polk looking again. Pressure in his face. Forced to throw it out there and unable to hit his receiver. But that's because of that pressure, and he comes up a little bit slow. That helmet came off as well. I mean, absolutely hit. I believe that was Derek Agers with the hit.
Yeah, and they try to get their big receiver. That's Kyle, I believe that was Kyle Newman there, number 84 in the slot. They're trying to run like a slot corner there with the big tight end receiver body. He got a good release, but like you said there, Dave, Derek Agers applying that pressure off the right side, right in the face of Tristan Polk.
We got a new quarterback in here.
Yep, R.J. Griffin, number 3, stepping in because that helmet came off of Tristan Polk there.
So, and that's a big spot, third down and 10. Griffin just hands off to LaBelle, but LTU says we've seen it all along. Big guys up there up front, stay home, make the tackle, sets up a fourth down and 8. And as you said, that helmet comes off, you have to come out. That's just a tough spot for them.
Mm-hmm. And they took, I mean, football is a copycat game. Every team is running the same stuff. You see a play you like, you run it too, you incorporate it in your offense. Right there, they go with that Devon Bentley special, where that draw from the opposite side. But Aaron Mitchell, number 57, stays home and corrals the runner there for a great tackle.
Kenny Curry on to look to tie this ball game up. Snap is down, kick is up, got the distance, and it's good. Right through the middle. So could have been worse. Could have been a touchdown over there by the pylon, but nevertheless, we got a 17-17 ball game. And if the coaching staff could have been told, hey, listen, what if I tell you it's going to be 17-17 with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter against the number 5 team? They'd say we'll take it all day.
Absolutely. You're in a position here to succeed. Why not take that driver's seat and go ahead and finish this?
Well, the realm of engineering has expanded far beyond the boundaries of machine repair. LTU encourages curiosity and innovation to push engineering beyond its boundaries, utilizing the power of science and technology to transform the world. Check all programs at ltu.edu. Hey man, this is a lot of fun. I got to tell you what, it's good to see the growth from this team. Really, we've said it offensively, defensively, special teams. You're seeing a lot of positives. Yeah, there's a lot of things to coach these guys up. You knew that was coming. But for an up-and-coming program with a first-year head coach, you got to like what you've seen today.
Really like what I'm seeing so far here. Both sides are playing complementary football. Defense this second half has been put in some tough situations in their own territory. But, if with holding them only to a field goal, really good job fighting to keep them out of the end zone. And what I want to see here is, and this is waters that this team hasn't been in, right? Tie game going into the fourth quarter against a number 5 team in your division, in your country, or in your conference, excuse me. This is tough play. You haven't been here before, but try to get that run game going.
And that's a big, big misstep there. I don't know why Buddy Banks-Williams didn't catch that, but now he's not going to get past the 15-yard line. So a little bit of confusion. I think he thought that was going to go out of bounds. Now we do have a flag on the field. I don't know what that would be.
And he'll learn, too. I mean, it comes with experience, but in that situation, you want to stay behind the ball, get out of bounds, straddle the line, and stay inbounds and out of bounds. Catch the ball, then it forces the flags to come out there. So that's a situation in which he can learn from and incorporate that into his game.
I think this one's coming back a little bit. So that's on Marian. So we got misconduct. Okay, so there's a break. I mean, I tell you what, it's not happening to us, but we've seen it, and for a coaching staff, man, you back them up, and then that's a huge break because it takes it all the way up to the 29.
That gives them some running room here, and if you're Lawrence Tech, you don't want to have this 3-and-out where you burn about a minute off the clock. Start running the ball, incorporate that RPO game, and then go to the pass when they least expect it.
Devon Bentley making something out of nothing there, going right through the middle, the heart of that defense, picking up some positive yardage. He's got that finesse, but he can also lower his shoulder and just bolt through a defense, man. Showing it right there with some hard 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, he's got the home run speed, and I wouldn't have said that unless he scored that one touchdown here just recently, because he's been getting caught there in the 10, the 5. But he's got that home run speed. He's also not afraid to run between the tackles. And you could see on that last run him just chugging those legs, keeping the ball moving, keeping those, keeping ahead of the schedule there.
2nd down and 4, low snap. Good job by Schuster. He's got a man open, and he can't connect with him. Searsaw. Oh, man, he might have went in for a touchdown, but we do have a flag, and I think that's going to be on the secondary.
Yep, I think they're going to get him for a PI there. I think it was a double move by Searsaw. I think the defender collided with him, if not tried to grab him.
But so close to a touchdown. Mm-hmm. I mean, he comes up with that. He's got nothing but end zone in front of him.
Yeah. You'll take that, though. You'll take that penalty. If he got it is a defensive pass interference, so he wasn't able to get under that one. So you'll take that call all day. And as a defensive back, if you are getting beat like that, you are taught to tackle him, to hold him, because 15 yards is better than 6 points.
Yeah, you'll take it, and they'll move the ball up to the 50-yard line. So good field position. In a 17-17 ball game, the number 5 team, top 25 team in here, the 3rd consecutive week, and Lawrence Tech playing their best ball of the season. Tyler Garrett was in motion, but I think somebody moved a little early. So it's those penalties. You get one that goes your way, and then you make a mistake. And unfortunately, they're going to back this one up.
Yeah, it looks like it was going to be a little jet sweep with Devon Bentley leading the way, lead blocker. He just gets too excited there, starts running before the snap there. Only one guy can be in motion. You can shift where 2 guys are moving, but then you got to get reset to give it a second there in that situation. 2 guys in motion. It's going to draw that flag 10 times out of 10.
So that'll make it 1st down and 15. Now 9:35 on the clock. As I said, 17-17 ball game. Ryan Schuster easily having his best game of the season as a Blue Devil. Schuster in the shotgun with Bentley in the backfield. Receiver in motion once again. That pocket absolutely collapsed on him. Had no time, and he's taken down. I mean, out of nowhere, Joe Apata for Marian absolutely falling on the quarterback there, just not anywhere he could go to, looking for a receiver, but that's another loss.
Big loss, too. That's going to set this one up to be a second down and 21. Really good job by that D-line of Marian of not getting outside the framework of that pocket, keeping everything condensed, containing Schuster because he can get on the run. He can hurt you with his feet and keep his eyes downfield for a throw. Good job by that Marian D-line.
So as you said, second down and 21. Going to be a tough one at the 39. They were at the 50. But here you go, hitting Searsaw, and Searsaw's been that security blanket, I'd say, for Schuster so far this afternoon, having a good ball game.
Yep, wanted to see who's going to emerge in this receiving core. We knew Tyler Garrett possessed the skills to be able to be a guy to rely on, but now you add Searsaw, who's a guy that looks like he's got sure hands. He's catching everything, getting yards after the catch, and then you mix in Jaden Rembert, who's that deep threat, that red zone threat, a guy that can move those chains as well, catch the ball 9 times out of 10. Seeing a little bit of an identity forming here, and when you get that off coverage, why not give Searsaw an opportunity to catch that thing and run? He's got some wheels.
And Buddy Banks-Williams as well. Can't forget about him. 3rd and 7 off the big penalty, going over to the receiver, but couple guys double covered. Trying to go to Rembert there, but really Rembert trying to play defense as well because you got 2 guys on him. That one wasn't going to work. 4th down and 7 now at the 47. So not sure what the plan is there, but I do see Rembert down right now on the sideline. You got to hope he's okay because obviously this being his first action looking good here, but coming off an injury, you never want to see that.
Yep, and hopefully he's all right. He got up there. It could be conditioning. Could have fell weird there, double coverage, 2 guys landing on him.
That's right.
So just see him get his legs back underneath him. But he's had a good day so far here today.
So they'll punt this one off. Calling for the fair catch is Marian, and then they'll take over. So no other field of study has benefited humankind more than health sciences. Curiosity combined with compassion has led to thousands of advancements over our history, all dedicated to patient care. The knowledge and curiosity of caring is the magic in health sciences. Check all programs at ltu.edu. So 7:58 on the clock, 17-17 ball game. It can go any way at this point, obviously, but listen, this is a big test for this defense. Make an answer here. Make something happen. How about a turnover? Marian leaning on that run game, though, as they have in this second half. Good job, though, by Lawrence Tech, but you feel like it's going to be something like that. It's going to be a one-score game here. I mean, it's coming down to the wire with 7:43 left, but just going to take one chance, one opportunity, and one of those teams is going to have to cash in.
Yeah, and if they can get a stop here and if Lawrence Tech can get this ball back, just got to stay ahead of the chains. They found themselves in the last couple drives getting behind the sticks, which then allows the defense then to pin their ears back and come after the quarterback.
Polk on 2nd and 6 once again. Hands off to Keegan LaBelle. LaBelle is going nowhere. That defense absolutely just all around the ball. Another great play setting up 3rd and 7.
Yep, and they try to go gap scheme into the boundary there. They're pulling those linemen. And the first thing you got to do is have a great kick-out block on that defensive end. Derek Agers closes the distance, closes the gap, allows his Blue Devil defense to rally behind him. They tackle him for a short gain.
3rd down and 7 from the 14, 6:50 in a 17-17 ball game. Lawrence Tech trying to get the offense on the field. Pocket collapsing, deep pass downfield, has a man. Great job in recovery there once again by this defense. That's John Webster making a play.
And it's good to see John Webster back. They've been missing him. Returned last week for St. Francis, but he's becoming a big piece of this defense. Was a starter last year, just getting his legs back underneath him. Does a great job. Doesn't get his eyes back, but plays through the catch. And as a defensive back, you know when that ball's coming because that receiver's eyes light up like the moon. So when his eyes light up, you start getting a hand back. And if you stay off him without any contact, you'll be good to go. And really good job. You got to credit the defense here of not allowing a lot of yards. That's a 3 and out. And you're making them punt within their own end zone. You're going to have some good field position here.
Grant, I love the answer every time that they've tried to go downfield on this defense. They've been there for the test. Well, here's the punt. It's going to go to Buddy Banks Williams, who lets it go out of bounds. But back to that point, they've just been there to answer every single time. There hasn't been a big deep ball that's been caught outside of that touchdown, which was a little bit questionable. But these defensive backs are playing out of their mind.
They are, and this has been a thin secondary. You know, Martise Bunting went down last week, a guy with an interception and 6 tackles on the season. He plays that nickel position where Ronald Lackey's playing. They moved Ronald Lackey down to that position. John Webster steps in. They've had some issues with eligibility and some injuries, so seeing this defensive secondary play well, no penalties, I mean, playing through the ball, no contact, no holds, it's been really good to see.
So Lawrence Tech will take over, trying to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter, 6:20 left. Lots of time, though, for both teams. They'll pick this up at the 28. There's Bentley making some moves and getting on the outside. Not able to get around the corner, but does pick up some positive yardage there. He's got that extra burst that he can turn on at any time.
He does. He's got a great burst, great start and stop. That's what you want out of your running back. You want a running back to be able to press the line of scrimmage. If he sees a hole, take that hole. But if he doesn't, be able to get to that edge, but also get around the edge, pick up some yards there. And if you're Lawrence Tech, I mean, this drive, if you have an 8-10 play drive here, you got to let Devon Bentley touch it 3-4 times. I mean, he's been picking up a lot of hard yards for you this game so far.
Yeah, you want to make that clock tick off more and more. That's your ally. Second down, going to their back, running through a tackle. Bentley down the sideline, got some room. Bentley past the 40, the 30. One man in there, down to near the 20-yard line. Inside of it, another big run from Devon Bentley. Listen, we won't hold that one against him. There was guys in front of him, but another play after big play from his running back.
And it's about time we see him get that edge and then get down that sideline here in this second half. Really good job of downfield blocking by Jen and Rembert, getting in front of the defender, not holding, not getting in the way, just being a nuisance, not letting him make the tackle. Really good job. You see Devon Bentley press the line of scrimmage, get outside. That outside linebacker number 2 tries to get him with an arm. He just runs right through it. Strong, powerful run, gets down inside the red zone here, and Lawrence Tech, they're cooking.
Well, inside 5 minutes now, 1st and 10 from the 19. We're going to get a flag on the field, though. Was that a sideline warning? I couldn't quite tell.
See everyone backing up. Usually colleges, they have that get-back guy, usually a strength coach, telling everyone get back, and unfortunately that one's going to hurt him a little bit here.
Well, that'll set it 1st and 15. Don't want to go that direction. After that long run, moving it back to the 24. Under 5 to play. Tie ball game, 17 apiece. Schuster hands off, and I believe that was to their fullback there. It looked like it. And he'll pick up a couple yards here. You have to help me out on that one, Grant. I don't think we've seen him carry the ball yet today.
And John Brunette, the big boy, one of their power backs. God, they like to get the football in between the tackles. Good tap guy for Keon Sanders and Devon Bentley.
Well, that'll set up 2nd down and 11 at the 20. Got to cash in.
If you're Lawrence
these
Tech,
opportunities.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
No, but if you're Lawrence Tech here, you want to try to pick up a first down. You want to score, obviously, but if you pick up a first down, you're going to be able to then make Marian start calling timeouts. You want to take those timeouts away, help you out your defense here.
Under 4 to play, handoff. Keon Sanders not getting a lot there. Does go forward, but yeah, you want to take that time off the clock, but you know what, listen, you'll take the 3, but you want the 7. You know they want the 7 because when they get in this area of the field, you got to take advantage because eventually it's going to come back and bite you.
And you want it, yeah, like you said, Dave, you want to end with 7 here. You don't want to give them an opportunity. If you kick 3, them to go down the field. This team can throw the ball. So if they go down the field, have a drive, put in 7 points, it'd be a sad ending. So you want to try to hold the ball here, control the clock, but also try to pick up, obviously, a first down here on 3rd down.
3:20 left, 3rd down and 8. Big play here for the Blue Devils. Bentley makes a move. Bentley's going to pick that first down up and more. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Oh, man, just flying around the corner, goes through the tackles. Bentley, another touchdown. What a day, young man. What a day. And you know they'll take 7 every single time. Bentley puts these Blue Devils up by 6, going for an extra point. Grant, that was just a heck of an execution by this team.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job. And Bentley, I reiterate it again, I mean, he presses that line of scrimmage, and then once he gets to that corner, I mean, JT Downey, that's twice in a row this drive that he's tried to make a tackle from inside out. And once Devon Bentley gets 1 step, 2 steps of speed ahead of you, boy, that's a hard guy to bring down. And you see him with the nimble shiftiness, being able to duck under another tackle.
Now that's a big one there. That was a low snap, and that's blocked. Hold on to that one because that could bite you. So it'll remain a 6-point lead. Listen, these things happen, but it's all about execution. A low snap, and that puts your kicker on an island.
It's tough, you know. You start cheering, start getting excited, and then something happens, and you start holding your breath. So this defense gets on this field. They got to get a stop here. Obviously, can't allow a touchdown here, but they've been playing really good this second half. Got a lot of faith in this defense to come out here and force, maybe a turnover. That wouldn't hurt.
I'll take it. And listen, it's a funny game, isn't it? Because you score points and your offense is feeling amazing. Your special teams is holding their head. So you're leading, and you'll take that. But, hey, these things happen. So you got to keep Marian off of the field here. I mean, you got to keep them off the scoreboard. Up by 6, and you got 3 minutes to go. You'll take that every single week against the number 5 team.
Can't wait to see the final numbers on Devon Bentley's day, man. Is he having a day? Young man, have a day this Saturday. Why don't you?
Oh, man. We got Michigan and USC coming up as well. Feeling pretty good there?
Yeah. I hope the boys, they beat Arkansas State last week, not in a commanding manner, but hopefully they bounce back and show us, how to get it done today.
Hey, a win's a win, right, Grant? I know it didn't look too good, but, hey, got a new quarterback in there. I think those turnovers are going to probably shrink a little bit. And, he's not going to pass a ton, but we know he can run. He's an athlete.
Yeah.
We'll see.
For all you Michigan State fans out there, they got a good game today as well. It's going to be a good quarterback battle. Aiden Childs versus Thomas Castellanos. That's a quarterback for Boston College. He can run. He's a shifty guy, so that should be a good matchup as well there.
Your child's starting to earn that NIL money, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you wish that was around when you were playing?
Yeah, I do. It would have benefited in some manner. That's
would have been nice. Lawrence Tech kicking this off a little bit short near the 10-yard line. Marian going to have some room to run this back past the 30, and there's a flag on the field. So this could be coming back even further, and that would be absolutely huge for Lawrence Tech. We'll wait to see.
I'm going to take a guess here. I think they might get a tripping call here on Lawrence Tech.
Oh, on Lawrence Tech?
Yeah. If I saw it right. I could be wrong.
I hope you're wrong. How about that?
Yeah, I do too. Nope, and I am. Thank God. Thank goodness.
Well, hey, we'll move it back, and there may have been a tripping call out there, but, hey, they go with this one, and really you can call a penalty on every single play if you wanted to. We know that, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So they'll move it back to the 22, take away a little bit of that field position. Lawrence Tech will take it. First down and 10, 3:04 away from getting their first victory, and Coach Merchant's first victory ever as a head coach in the collegiate level. So lots of room there for the quarterback. It goes low to his receiver. That was to Montasi Clay, unable to come up with it. Polk can't hit him, and that'll make it second down and 10.
And Polk, it looks like he just was predetermined on that snap, kind of came out, dropped back, and had his eyes on the running back the whole time, but Sylvester Jones steps up, covers him man-to-man. He tries to go backside of that drag coming into his picture, just throws a bad ball into his feet.
Second down and 10 from the 22. 3 minutes left in this ball game. Polk going to his receiver over the middle there, but look who it is once again. Brody Snyder is everywhere on this field. He may wear a cape.
Brody Snyder, yeah, he is the field general of this defense. I mean, it all goes through him. The way that they set up the defense is so that those outside linebackers can corral the football and get it to funnel to Brody Schneider. I mean, coming into this game, 27 tackles, leading the team. There's a reason. I mean, he's a hard-working kid, always in the right spot, so that this is the type of kid we want here at our program.
May have a dozen more today. Third down and 7. Big spot here for this Lawrence Tech defense. Holding the number 5 team with an explosive offense to just 17. They average over 30 points a game. Third and 7, makes some noise. Polk looking for a receiver downfield. I don't know if he sees it. Good job by the corner there, but a little bit too much contact. And there's your flag. So John Webster on the coverage.
I mean, it's finding it interesting. The center field judge throws the flag, but the ref that's, right next to the play doesn't.
It's frustrating for sure.
There's some contact. We'll have to check that one out again in our replays later on today, but that's a bailout there. Lawrence Tech defense is going to have to step up again here after that penalty.
Yeah, tough call, and they're still talking over there. They haven't yet moved this ball up. Well, they have. There you go.
Pass interference results in a 15-yard penalty.
So a little bit of suspense here. Just 2:09 left on the clock. This is going to come down to the wire, Grant.
It is, and right now Lawrence Tech, the penalty right there on the defensive pass interference, but they've been playing really well here this drive, keeping everything in front of them, rallying to the football, tackling the football. We would be surprised they get a fumble here or some type of turnover.
Polk hands to LaBelle. LaBelle nowhere to go. Shoestring tackle once again. Who was it? Brody Schneider.
The man, the myth. The man is flying around playing ball. He sees ball, he gets ball, man. Heck of a player.
Oh, man. So after that, I think that it was a 2-minute warning here with 1:58. So 23-17. Dare I say, who wants it more is going to come away with this victory.
Yep, and this is a situation that Lawrence Tech hasn't found themselves in. This is an opportunity for them to start creating their identity, start formulating who they want to be in these situations, learning how to not make mistakes, working together, communicating, hey, this crossing route's coming, Brody, you take that, I'll work the running back. Small things like that. Crunch time, this is where winning culture is built, and right now they have an opportunity to build on that.
And you know what? They're going to continue to get better and better. There's some young players out there. There's some proven players out here. They're getting some talented guys back. We've already talked about Rembert, but Schuster's looking better on offense. Bentley has had his best game. There's a lot of game footage to look at, too, and that's going to make them better, right? Film days, listen, you become a better player by obviously playing the game, but you also do by correcting mistakes.
Absolutely, and they played a great game today so far, the best to this, out of these first 3 weeks. And there's still so much that's been left on that field. I mean, 3 trips to the red zone that they didn't succeed on in any form of points. So this could be a totally different ball game. But with that being said, you got to deal with the cards that you have. Defense has stepped up in this second half. Offense has found their rhythm when they needed to. And right now, after this game, you can learn a lot. But right now, you got to find a way to get through this finish line.
Well, just 2 minutes away from getting their first victory, up 23-17. They did not make the extra point. That was blocked. So 6-point ball game. Polk empty set here. Pressure coming. Throws it and hits his receiver again. Another drop. That may be the 7th drop of the day for these receivers. If you're Lawrence Tech, you'll take it.
Yeah, I like the personnel that Lawrence Tech's in. They're in dime personnel. Meaning they got 7 defensive backs out there. They got 3 down linemen and 2 linebackers. That last snap, you see the 2 linebackers walk on the line of scrimmage, creating a 5 down front, applying that pressure, not giving the quarterback a lot of time. I'd expect those linebackers to maybe sit in coverage here, try to allow the quarterback to try to fit a hard ball into a window here in the zone coverage.
Man, the feel's in this stadium right now. 3rd and 8. Pressure coming. Throw up in the air down to the receiver, and he comes down with it. And they're saying no catch. Wow.
Out of all the catches that we've seen today, that one looked like that was in. I'm not going to lie to you there. That looked like Tyree Spence was able to finally get a toe down, but
I don't know about that one, but I will take it.
Yeah, we'll take that one.
Man, I mean, you only need one. You only need 1 foot in here, and it looks like he had it, but they're saying he's out of bounds. So that is 4th down and 8. We're going to get a timeout. They've got to go for it, you'd think, right? With 1:49 left. You don't have enough times you can stop the play, so they're going for it right here. This could be the ball game. It could be the ball game.
Very well could. With 2 timeouts left, you obviously don't have the opportunity to then get a stop and then call 3 timeouts. So this is, you're drawing up your best play here. And if they catch the ball short, I wouldn't be surprised they try to get some pitching going, try to pick up that first down. This is a huge play, the biggest play of the game so far here.
I've got a question for you. So Marian called that timeout, right? If you're Marian, you could look at this a couple different ways, and I want to see what you would have done. You would have 3 timeouts. You punt the ball away. Yeah, it's a minute 49, but don't you just try to trust your defense at that point?
Yeah, and you very well could, and you know, it's kind of, you got to put yourself into the conversations that, you know, they're having on that sideline. That last drive, the Bentley eats you up. You have him swallowed up in the backfield a couple times, and he bounces it to the perimeter, and one first down, you know, would end the game there. So in this situation, you got receivers that can get open. Try to find a combination of patterns that get open in this zone coverage.
Fans making some noise. 4th down and 8. This could be the ball game. Polk, that pocket is breaking down. Pressure in his face. Nowhere to go. Throws it up, but I think they got face mask. Oh, man. That is absolutely so tough. Pressure in his face. He knew it all the way. He shows the official, and they're going to get a first down and move it up and some. Oh, man. They had him, Grant.
Had him dead to rights. And just when you start to get a breath of fresh air, there is always a dark cloud that comes and swallows it up. And right now, you know, it's good play, and then it's face mask. You know, so unfortunate there.
I mean, that's just so tough. I believe that was on Aaron Mitchell, too, the sophomore. Came in with 11 tackles and 3 QB hits. We've talked about it. They've only had, coming into this game, just the 1 sack. 3 QB hits. He was getting some pressure, but got pressure there. But, man, just bring those hands down, young man. 1st and 10 from the 43 now, minute 40. New life for Marian. Polk, empty backfield going over the middle. Hits his man, and that's another first down. And all of a sudden, Tyree Spence and Tristan Polk are connecting.
Yep, they're finding their rhythm there. Runs a shallow route. Good ball put on him right on his shoulder. He's able to then get a few extra yards there. So we got somebody down here.
Someone down. Can't quite see who it is. It looks like number 13, and that's John Webster. Hope he's okay. Well, be sure to join us for our next broadcast. September 28th is your Blue Devils take on Judson University for homecoming. Kickoff is at 1 o'clock right here on the LTU Sports Network and on My TV 20. So Webster down on the field. They just got him back. You want to see him okay. It could be cramps. It looks like it might be. But I'll tell you what, Grant, after missing an extra point, you just knew, man, it always comes back and bites you. I'm not saying that they're not going to get a stop here. We're going to get a stop, but, man, that just scares you in the back of your head.
Yeah, you know, you leave the door open and someone can creep in, and they've done that this drive, that missed field goal or extra point on the touchdown, and then that face mask. You know, you're just allowing a little bit of room for Marian to creep in, and if you give these guys room, they'll take an inch. And, you know, right now this defense has got it. Like you said earlier, Dave, they're bending. They just can't break.
That's it. And they've come up with some plays in this end a few times. So just a minute 33 left. This is your ball game here. 1st and 10 from the 30. Just got to get a couple more stops here, and you can get that first victory, get that first win for your head coach. And they've earned it today. Clock winding down.
Artesian Kyle's down at the bottom of the field here, in for John Webster, number 22.
Polk looking for somebody. Looks like he was going to go downfield, but he just tucked it and ran, and he's inside the 10-yard line, and they're cooking. I tell you what, was looking for somebody downfield, made the right play. Nobody on that left side. He had so much room to run, and now we're in a tough spot.
This is where those hard hours of camp, each competitive practice period, this is where this is all formulated here. And when coach is saying, hey, you got to give that extra effort, this is where they need it right here, right now.
Keegan LaBelle in there, and he's going to get that carry. LaBelle, nowhere to go. Absolutely taken down. And good stop there by Lawrence Tech, but there's a flag on the field. It looks like they're pointing over to the Knights. Sylvester Jones with the tackle, but we'll wait to see what's happening here. Having a discussion are the officials down there. I didn't quite see what happened, but it's usually a hold. And it is. And you'll take it. Those are those mistakes. Yep. Got to be disciplined.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and you know, we've had our fair share of LTU making those mistakes. So when you see Marian make those, you take a deep breath and, okay, 10 more yards, we'll take that. But you got a minute left, 2 timeouts, and a lot of good athletes on this field for Marian. So you got to do everything in your power to cover everybody and try to contain this quarterback. Don't let him beat you with his legs here.
1st and 17 now, a minute to go. Polk looking for a receiver. Got a lot of time. Got a man open. Broken up. Oh, man, what a play. Oh, my word. That's Xavier McDonald up there. What a job to break up that pass, because I thought that was a touchdown from the moment that Polk let that go.
That's a great job right there. I mean, that's on a bigger body tight end, number 88, running across right on the goal line. He catches that thing. Game might be potentially over with an extra point made, but Xavier McDonald playing across the body, way to get a hand in on the play without making contact with the receiver there. Great job. 15, Xavier McDonald.
2nd and 18. Polk again going to his running back now in the flats. We got another flag, though.
Pass complete to Keegan LaBelle. Another flag on the field.
And was it another hold?
Could be a hold, maybe a block downfield, during the pass. I don't know. We'll have to see what the stripes say here.
Either way, this is going to be really huge. And they're picking it up. Now that's confusing. Okay. So we're going to pick that flag up and play on.
My guess is that quarterback threw that ball behind the line of scrimmage. Receivers go down and block. It's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Receivers are allowed to block. That's my guess. Could be wrong. Don't know. No explanation.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter now.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that one out later.
3rd and 12. 3rd and goal from the 12. Just 49 seconds. Come on. Need a couple more plays here. Blue Devils defense played strong all day. Polk backing up, looking for a receiver over the middle, and he hit him. Couldn't come up with a play to Spence all day, and he's bitten us on this last drive.
Tyree Spence right there working on number 22. Artesian Kyle's there stepping in for John Webster, who went out with apparent cramp injury. Gets inside leverage there, wins, crosses his face, gets a good ball there, and penning this extra point.
I mean, that's just gut-wrenching. You still got 45 seconds, but you're going to have to move. And we'll see. Listen, they still got to hit this extra point as well. Anything can happen. Tie ball game. Waiting for this extra point. Good hold. It's up. And it's good. I tell you, you didn't know what would happen in that drive, but when you saw that was blocked because of a low snap, you're like, man, it's the little thing. It's those details. We should be tied. Really, fellas, we should be leading right now. But you got some time on the clock. You're down by 1 point. It's like you said, it's that dark cloud, right? The highs and the lows of football, man.
That dark cloud creeps its way in, that's for sure. But, there's multiple times on that drive that Lawrence Tech could get off the field. I mean, the face mask, you look back at that. There's some other examples there, but, it's just tough. And right now, though, looking to the future, looking ahead, Lawrence Tech has the opportunity here. They have 45 seconds, 3 timeouts. They get a couple passes downfield. Maybe, Devon Bentley breaks, one of these screens or a draw. An opportunity to try and attempt a field goal, but, you look back throughout the game, they were in the red zone 3 times in that first half. Yep. Don't come away with points. That drive, there was a number of times in which they could have got off the field. A couple of errors that shot themselves in the foot, kept them on the field, and then you let up a touchdown.
But, Grant, where they've looked comfortable is been in that 2-minute offense, that hurry-up offense. They got to do it here. That's been their bread and butter. They've looked good. They've looked comfortable, and they trust their quarterback. Just got to make some plays. And you want to get that ball to Bentley, too. You can't just hand it off here, but you can hit him in a passing route. You got to get the ball to your playmakers here. So here we go. Returning it here is the Blue Devils all the way up past the 30. We got to move. Oh, Buddy Banks Williams almost broke loose. It'll go to the 30-yard line, just 1 block away from breaking that. A game of inches, I guess you could say, and that's what football is. And nevertheless, they'll pick it up here at the 30, 1st and 10, 38 seconds. It's not a lot of time. Let's just be honest. You're going to need some chunk plays.
Yeah, and if you're Schuster, you got to either, if you're going to run with the ball, make that decision fast, do it, get down, get ready to call a timeout. Or 2, if you're not going to find a receiver, get rid of the ball. You can't waste time here.
And there's movement, and that does not help. That is not the way you start a drive. I know that, you know, the nerves are probably up right now, but you got a lot of starters on that offensive line. I don't know who that was on, but it just can't happen. So 1st and 15, tough moment here, 38 seconds. And you got to go a long ways here. 75 yards in 38 seconds. Schuster looking for somebody up, got some room to run, but that's not going to help him. He's hit hard. So they're forced to take their first timeout here with 31 seconds. And that's not going to do it.
They're going to have to find ways to get this ball downfield. They're playing too high shell coverage there, Marian is, and they're pressing these receivers, not letting them have free access to get these easy throws in. Schuster's going to have to find ways to get creative here, but also not waste too much time in the creativeness.
So here's my question to you. You're going to have to get a chunk play. You have to at this point, right? You look at some of your playmakers, maybe Jaden Rembert on the outside. I mean, I know Devon Bentley's been a game breaker so far today, but you have to think it's going to be one of those guys on the outside unless you go empty backfield, and it doesn't look like they are.
They'll probably use him for some pass pro here, maybe leak him out late. But like you said, I think, you know, you look at Jaden Rembert, maybe Logan Tackett up the seam. You got Tyler Garrett in the slot here to the bottom of the field.
1st and 13, Schuster going over to the corner. That was almost a dime to his receiver. Threw it before he turned around there, trying to hit Tyler Garrett. A decent throw, but just can't connect with him. And now you're at 3rd and 13 with 25 seconds.
Yeah, we're approaching lateral football here.
I mean, 73 yards. That's just tough.
There's not much. I mean, you practice this the Friday, the Thursday walkthrough that you do. You have some end-of-the-game situations, but that's usually in the walkthrough period, and you know those aren't live reps. So this is hard to replicate in practice.
3rd and 13, 25 seconds. They'll go to Searsaw. Searsaw absolutely lit up over the middle, and they're going to take another timeout. So 18.2 seconds. You didn't even pick up the first down there. I mean, I guess what do? Do you work the sidelines here?
Yeah, work the sidelines. You know, mix into here. If the play isn't there, Schuster's got to immediately take the ball, run, and try to get as many yards as he can, and then get back to the football, have a play ready. You're probably going to call 2 plays here. 1, if you get the first down, you know, you do have a timeout left, so you can use that. But 2, you know, just being ready, you know, having that in mind. Hey, if we do get this first down, what's our situation? What are we doing? Are we calling the timeout? Are we getting back to the football, letting the chains get lined up? There's a lot of things that you practice throughout the week for these situations, and you just hope that those players paid attention throughout the week because this is situational football, and this is an opportunity for them. This is a learning experience.
Well, you'd like to go over the middle to pick up that chunk. You're probably not going to be able to do that right here, but we'll see. Looking on the outside, you got Rembert, you got Searsaw. 4th down and 2. They just go with Bentley up the middle. He picks up the first down. Got to call that timeout, so 13.8 seconds.
I think they're going to spike it here.
But can he throw a Hail Mary from this distance? I don't know about that. You still might be looking at what you said.
Yeah, they think they spike here. They try to get 20, 30 yards if they can. They call one more timeout, leave 2-3 seconds left, hopefully.
And hope for a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
So there's 13 seconds. Not much came off that clock.
Yep, so right
you got a chance. You could go over the middle. That's probably where you're going to get that chunk yards, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just depends what they come out in. If they come out with a 3-high shell, the middle, more so the seams. You know, if you get an opportunity to find some area, you know, if you get some crossing routes and you get that safety or the cornerback to run with the crosser, slip another crosser underneath, there's some options here. But right now you want to try to pick up as many yards as you can. Coach Merchant will call a timeout, and we're going to set up the last play.
Well, here you go. 3 wide on the bottom of your screen. Schuster looking for somebody, but there's a helmet on the field. And that may have been knocked off by one of the linemen, I believe Bronson Sua, and this might be coming back. I didn't quite see what happened, but I did see that helmet on the field. And at this point, you're going to need a lot of things to go right, and that is not going to help you. I could say that this has been probably one of the most exciting games for them, but also frustrating in many ways. It's those flags. It's those penalties in crucial moments.
It started to chisel away at that foundation of what they want to try to do, but just today they haven't been able to fully chisel the picture together. They found themselves in really good positions throughout this game, but like you said, those errors, those mistakes, those shots in the foot have put them in the situation they found themselves in now.
Well, here they go, 8 seconds to go. 3 wide, the bottom of your screen. Schuster, pocket breaking down, just throwing it up, and that's not to one of his players. Unfortunately, that's picked off by Marian, and this ball game is going to end like that. Absolutely gut-wrenching ending. Nobody in that area, not sure who he was going to, but that'll end it as we got zeros on the clock. And Grant, absolutely shocking ending.
Yeah, that's a tough way to go out. Talking to Coach Merchant this week prior to this game, he's just trying to build that winning culture, trying to get guys to keep their heads up, trying to buy in and trust the process. And then you get glimpses of the process being, unfolded here today. You see bright spots, and then again, just, like we said, that cloud comes in, and 2 good things happen and 3 bad things happen. And you just can't get over that hump. And that's what happened here late on in this fourth quarter.
A lot of positives, a lot of negatives, though, too, as well. And I tell you what, Coach Merchant's frustrated. He's frustrated right now because they had it. It was right there, that first victory, not only for this team, but for him as well, right? And he's not worried about that. He's more worried about bringing these guys up, making this team better. But they had it, and it was right in their grasp. Some penalties, some times where they were stalled in the red zone. Obviously, we saw that. Some turnovers, some things that didn't go their way. That touchdown, not too sure if that was in or not. Catch down here. Things started to click in the second half for this Marian offense, and you saw why they're number 5.
Yep. I mean, they pulled it through. But if this is the number 5 team in the country, Lawrence Tech, you can play with anyone in this country. As long as you put together, play complementary football, it's going to now take that locker room to say, you know what, we have to make that next step. We have to take that step forward as leaders, and if we want to be the foundation in these building blocks of this program in Lawrence Tech and setting up the future for success, it starts with us, because I can't imagine how bad these coaches want, and then these players as well. But it comes down to the people on the field executing, and those players are going to have to take it upon themselves to go that extra inch, go that extra effort throughout the week to not lose by an inch, lose by a point.
Well, it was a lot of fun, but unfortunately just gut-wrenching in the end. And in the end, Lawrence Tech doesn't get that victory. They fall 24-23. For Chloe Hugg, Grant Perry, David Siseski, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody.
This Lawrence Tech Athletics broadcast is brought to you by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers are proud to be the automotive sponsor of LTU Athletics. Chevy drives the Motor City. Henry Ford Sports Medicine treats the whole athlete. To make an appointment, visit henryford.com/athletes. And Michigan First Credit Union. Michigan First offers a full range of financial products and services, including checking accounts, mobile deposit, student loans, and car loans. Visit michiganfirst.com for details.